Let's ngayon. What is happening, boys and girls? This is your captain speaking. I will be the host for tonight's podcast. Medyo kakaiba ngayon yung topic natin. Nakita niyo naman sa posters. And of course, we are now doing on a very, very different time slot of 9 p.m. which we will be doing every week moving forward para naman lahat ng tao nakapag na throughout the day until the top of their night by watching the podcast. So, naisip ko lang itong topic na to when it was presented. Kasi there is nothing wrong naman about discussing being sexy sa pop culture kasi it's there it has been a standard kumbaga ang nag-change na lang ngayon is how people define the word sexy all throughout the generations, and I've been millennials back na kaya alam ko kung ano yung kumbaga yung mga different types of standards na yun. Siyempre, if you think about it as well, the sexier the better when it comes to like music, movies, pop culture, comics, and whatnot. And if you all know me, I appreciate obviously the stuff of everything beautiful. Kaya tonight, let's go talk about bringing sexy back in the G3 podcast. Let's go!
Welcome to the G3 podcast. We're going to be talking about everything geeky and nerdy in between comic books, toys, video games, movies, you name it, we got it.
You're tuned in to the loudest, craziest, and most excited bunch of geeks and nerds on this side of the planet. You're about to dive into everything nerdy and geeky in between. This is the G3 podcast. Gamers, geeks, and good times.
Yun na nga. Naririnig na ba ako ngayon?
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if people can hear me kanina when I was saying my piece about our intro. Pero magandang gabi sa kanila lahat. This is again the G3 podcast, and as always, this is your captain speaking with my friends, my family. We got Trickster, we got Rene, we got General Tuna. For tonight's episode, so bibilisan ko na lang to. How was everyone's week? Sa umpisa tayo kay Trickster. Si Trickster tahimik nung the entire week. Nagpo-post lang ng videos yan once, twice lang. And then that's it. How's your week?
Oh, it's fine. Like, started playing a new gacha game. Well, not new per se. Like, and it's kind of relevant to the topic we're having right now, called Snowbreak. Yeah. Like, I tried Zenless Zone Zero, but it's a bit too simplistic for me, and then I'm having a bit trouble with the stick drift. So I stuck with the Snowbreak after a friend of mine introduced it to me. Decided to play co-op with him.
How out of 10 though? How would you rate it?
In terms of what? Like
overall experience na lang, ganyan.
After the recent controversy, I'd give it a 7.
Snowbreak? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check that out later. Yeah.
Tried playing it as well, but I did like Zenless Zone Zero came out, so yeah.
Ayan. Speaking of checking it out, Rene, musta naman ang week mo? Si Rene rin has been a very busy guy. He's like, si Rene kasi pag dumarating sa podcast, maaga yan eh. Ay, nandiyan na kagad, prepare na kagad. Pero ito, medyo minutes before, siguro a quarter
Hmm.
before 9 p.m. siya dumating ng podcast. What's up, brother?
Well, I just got home from a couple of things. Some silly company thing, annual physical exam. That's why I have my little blood tape here. Plus, I just got home from having a couple of drinks with Chino and his lovely wife. Yun. What do you mean?
Yan.
His wife. He only has the one. I don't know I don't know why you're asking me this. Well, yun. Oh yeah,
Hindi.
like I mean, speaking of my week, it's just like work. And that's all I do. I work out, I go home, I sleep. Then my life fucking sucks.
O, hindi naman. Ikaw naman, kung makasaks ka naman. I mean, you've been working hard. Alam natin yan. Kaya nga nabibili mo yung mga gusto mong bilhin eh. And speaking of
Hindi na.
mabibili mo yung... hindi na?
Yeah,
Hindi na kasi dahil nagmamahal na yung mga gusto mong bilhin o bumabawas?
masyado akong maraming ginusto. So, tied up yung finances ko. So, right now,
Pili-pili
ang
muna.
i-adjust ko na lang is yung mga gusto ko na lang. So, gustuin ko na lang yung mga murang bagay na lang. Muna, for now.
Okay. Speaking of money, is not an issue. General Tuna, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Pag ako agad, di ba pwedeng silly? Silly yung money is not an issue.
Well, silly kasi wala dito, Brad. So, alam mo na, the next thing...
Ayan, by virtue of elimination, ganun.
Pero, Jazz, you can't have money problems if you don't have money, di ba?
But, yeah, true. Money is not an issue if you don't have money. Tama rin eh. Like, perfect.
Okay, so dahil dyan, musta naman ang week mo?
Well, work, Zenless Zone Zero, and then preparation for PGDX. Yun. At mostly, that's my week.
Well, you've been playing Zenless Zone Zero over the past few days na, no? How is it for you so far? I mean, would you recommend it?
Oh, for sure. Like if you want like an intro to parry and dodge 101, like I think Zenless Zone Zero would be one of the games you want to start with. Ganun siya. So yeah, I mean,
Like if
the
Bayonetta
gacha
is
fine.
too scary for you.
Huh? What?
Like if Bayonetta is too scary for you.
Yeah, true, diba? Para it has a very friendly art style, you know, made by MiHoYo. For some reason, they are like one of the top like gacha game developers out there. So, yeah, why not try it out? Characters are fun, characters are nice, and it's good na you're ahead of the other people na lalaroin yung game like a year after it gets released, you know. So yeah, it has good content. They pump the creativity to like 1,000% sa Zenless Zone Zero. So try it out.
I feel like they recycled some of the animations. Like when I was testing out some characters, I'm seeing some very familiar animations when playing them.
Yeah,
Like,
and then they went full goofy. Like everyone like quick, like alam mo yun, like cartoonish yung mga galaw ng characters.
Oh, yeah.
Like not compared to like Star Rail and Genshin na parang they're too serious, you know, like the slow flowing hands and shit. Like Zenless, like it's like Looney Tunes, dude.
I like it. It reminds me of No More Heroes. You know?
I mean, ayun, ang ano ko naman doon, dinownload ko na yung Zenless Zone Zero sa PC ko. So, gagawin ko na lang, i-click ko na lang siya and then play. Hindi ko lang magawa pa ngayon kasi ako naman, I've been very busy din kasi as everyone can see, I just got from a recent package nga pala. Shoutout nga pala sa Helldivers 2 Philippines for their campaign for minsan lang ako mag-flex.
Can you put the spotlight on you so we can see the shirt better?
Okay, so yan.
Look at it. It's glowing.
Wow.
Ano yung
No, it's
aluminum
not.
foil?
Well, this is reflective yun na niya. Maganda yung
May
maganda.
may shorts ka ba? Tayo ka nga. so we can see the entire show.
Wag na.
May shorts ka ba?
Meron.
Okay.
Baka boxers yan, ha?
Baka kasi pag
Nandito
tayo
ako-
mo, may makita kaming hell diver.
That's one way to put it. It's certainly
Well-
diving in a different kind of hell.
Hmm.
Card memory, no? Speaking of, shoutout nga pala kay Rowan for hooking me up with this one. We will show that on our pages. We will show that particular content over at G3 page. And speaking of the G3 page naman, I'd like to let everyone know that our Spotify is up.
Ooh.
We are now on Spotify under the same under the same name of G3
Fuck
Podcast.
yeah.
So all I have to do, you will now be able to enjoy more than 100 plus episodes of our podcast just by going to spotify.com/G3podph. Yan. So ito.
That's my like favorite piece of news from today. Because
Okay.
hindi ko rin alam yan
The
despite
Spotify.
being part of G3.
Yeah.
This is also news to me. Wow.
Okay, kasi
What such a great
Kasi si Rene, he's been busy din over the past few weeks. Hindi niya talaga na-post ko naman doon sa page. Pero yun nga, if you guys are into Spotify, and it's free, by the way, we don't have to pay anything whatsoever. All you have to do is just drop by the G3 podcast under G3 Productions. And yun yung doon. Yun yung isa doon sa mga latest usage. So check them out. Check out doon
Yes.
sa pin namin doon sa page. Okay.
Please follow the Spotify thing. Subscribe. I don't know how it goes with Spotify. But you just like click on the thing. So wala lang. We need the numbers. So always remember it's free. So you get the type of entertainment that is equal to the amount you pay for.
Yun.
Enjoy
Yan.
the Spotify.
Tama. Thank you, Rene. Thank you. Sino ba to? Okay. Let's go check out. Saan na ba yun?
Check out what?
Hindi, may check kasi akong dito. Piece of information eh. Okay. So let's talk about this topic for tonight. I'm not sure if everyone can heard me dun sa intro. Pero explain ko lang kung bakit
we heard you pero like for the first siguro minute
Few sentences.
your audio was like your audio was
Spiking
like
up and
super
down.
distorted, yeah. But
Okay.
you were like we could hear you naman. Hindi lang clear yung certain parts.
Okay. Kasi when this was introduced, itong topic na to about being sexy in pop culture, napaisip din ako to a certain point kasi
Anong
I mean
iniisip?
it just evolved through the years. Kumbaga back in the day ang definition ng sexy is with specific type of stars. Ngayon nagbabago na rin ang
Like who?
preference.
Sorry. Well, which stars are you
Caught me off
talking about?
guard.
Yeah.
Hindi,
Name
kumbaga don't put me on the spot. Don't be ano ba,
Ito
back
ba
in
yung
the day,
mga-
syempre,
Anyway, mga soda inspired yung pangalan.
Oh, yo. Yo, we do not go there. Yo.
Okay,
No.
sorry.
That's, halimbawa, kumbaga, nung time ko, nung mga time ko, syempre, Lara Croft is one thing, di ba? Nung lalo na nagsastart pa lang ako na into gaming. Tapos, nag-evolve na rin siya through the years. Like, dumating na si Chun-Li, dumating na sila Kami, I mean, those are just video game characters. Pero when you talk about like, alba sa local entertainment na lang, 'di ba? Dati ang hilig ang gusto nila noon sila sila Priscilla Almeda, di ba, mga ganun ng ano nun eh. I mean, don't on this. Kasi doon ako nag-start eh. Doon ako nag-start when I was a kid eh. Well, a teen. Let's be clear about
Kala
that.
ko si Queen Cleopatra ang starting.
Hindi. Hindi ako pwedeng tumingin sa kanya noon nung
Or
panahon na
si
yun. Baka
Helen of
pugutan ako ng
Troy.
ulo.
Si Helen of Troy.
Hindi pwede eye contact, no? Kasi
Oo, baka maputulan ako ng ulo. Pero, yun yung ano eh. That's the thing, diba? When you use the word sexy, it's basically defined as exciting, appealing, attractive, or
Titillating.
exciting. Or titillating. Sige, depende sa kung ano magiging preference mo. And there is nothing wrong about it. In fact, the four of us, including you, Trickster, yes, you,
Especially you,
appreciate the
Trickster.
beauty, appreciate the beauty and the sexiness of women in pop culture overall, diba? Oh, so you have your own share of that. Kaya yun yung reason kung bakit ko to ginawang topic, and of course hindi yung reason kung bakit ako naging host. Hindi for the record, hindi po ako pinilit ni Jazz na mag-host dito because meron daw akong specific kind of reputation.
Actually let's talk about that for very very quickly. Just let's take our audience and let's give them a peek behind the curtain of how we do things here in G3. We decided on the topic, and then Jazz selected Mike as the host. Wala naman nag-contest. But I want to hear it from Jazz. Ano yung specific qualifications si Mike for this topic? Bakit siya yung host?
Okay,
Come on, tawa ka dyan.
Bullshit. I'm not gonna beat around the bush, Mike. Pinili kita kasi manyakis ka. Yun lang yun.
In the words of William Ganayo, that's the know all and be all of the
Am I gonna say flowery words? No. Am I
No.
gonna say like, oh, you have this reputation of a man, who's been through a lot? No. Manyakis ka, kaya pinili kita. Yun na yun.
A lot of what? You're a man who's been through a lot of magazines and DVDs.
Oh yeah.
Or
And
stone
black
tablets.
and white and
Diba? Wall drawings, wall paintings, smoke signals, something like that. I don't know.
What are you wearing?
Diba? Yeah, because that's how we do things here on G3. Like whenever our topic is like Web3 stuff, have Jazz host, wrestling and comics, usually it's going to be me. Video games, it's Tricks. Siyempre, pag sexy stuff, we look towards the authority.
The authority.
the
Diba?
authority.
Yeah.
Baka maano
Every-
tayo dito.
No.
Hindi. Pero I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna let everyone know. Siyempre, ang tamang term dun is marunong tayong appreciate.
Yeah. And
Yun
we
ang
have to put it
sinasabi
out
ng mga
there.
manyakis eh.
Diba? Like, pero I have to put it out there.
Oh.
We are not objectifying women in this episode. We are
Oo.
appreciating. All right? We are talking about how it evolved through the years.
Mm-mm. Yun nga. Let me ask you guys. What is as a geek and nerd, I mean through this podcast, kasi we don't really talk about this kind of particular topic eh. I'll start with Trickster with the question. As a geek and nerd, and obviously with the definitions I've given, what is sexy for you?
It's sexy for me. I suppose like it's something that's visually attractive, and like it doesn't have to be like for just the females, right? Can be for the males or even the setting. Like goth settings can be absolutely sexy. Yeah, like
Yes.
the architectures, like the one bit in Brutal Legend, like the only reason I play the goth faction is because looks fucking great, looks cool, and yeah, visually appealing for me is sexy, and maybe sounding sexy as well, like specific.
Oh.
Tricks.
One that qualifies for that is Nyo Tengu from Dead or Alive.
What?
Yeah.
Sige. Dahil nabanggit mo rin lang naman yun, just a quick question lang. Your first exposure ng sexy, kumbaga, as far as you can remember.
As far as I can remember.
In pop culture, huh? In
Ah,
pop
Oh,
culture,
oh,
sino
in
ba?
pop culture. Ano ba yan? No, fuck that. I'm not that. No, hindi ako yan. Si Kuya yan. Pero,
Uh,
Oy, dinali pa yung
ano,
wala
no?
dito.
Gusto ko lang
he
batiin,
knows.
let's say,
He-
malaking chance na nanonood si Tita Judy. Hi, Tita Judy. control your kids.
Alright, so what was it? What was it?
I guess I was a late bloomer when it came to that stuff. Like I never understood why people found Sailor Moon hot. Like I just found like I was into magical girls, so I never entertained the idea.
Uh-uh.
So I don't know. Maybe hell, not even Street Fighter or Lara Croft.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I guess it still had to be one of those FMV games. Games with the FMV actually. But not pero hindi live action. It had to be of course anime. Had to be a
Ganguro?
JRPG called Ano na?
Yung Ganguro girl, is that...
Oh no, that's
Ganguro
Newgrounds.
girl?
That's later pa yun. Later pa yun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, that's very
Sige.
specific, but I know who you're talking about. I guess JRPG called Lunar 2, specifically Lucia. Since like if you saw the intro for that game, you would understand why.
I'm so
Lunar
curious.
2.
Do we have images of that, Mike?
Well, it's
Do
just
you have a specific character in Lunar 2?
yeah,
Lucia daw?
it's
Lucia?
yeah from Lunar 2. Like specifically the intro of the game itself.
Okay. Mukhang
And then
may...
AXM came up.
Hmm.
Started having
Sige.
favorite girls in certain animes.
Eto.
In
Iyano ko lang.
Galaxy Angel.
Papakita ko lang tong part na to right here. Yan.
Yep, that's her. Yeah, but she's dressed up now, pero she wasn't in the intro.
Okay.
Yeah,
She seems
The-
nice. She seems like
yeah,
a good
that's-
person.
that's
This is your exposure ha. As in ikaw talaga mismo nakadiscover, walang influence from your from your brother, 'di ba?
depends. Kasi
Your
like
brother
I
the
just
pervert?
play. I just play things whenever the PlayStation would come up. So any game, just fucking slap it on, play, and no parental guidance whatsoever.
Okay. Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Hmm.
Sige. General Tuna, being the youngest, no, amongst the four of us, ikaw, how would you define the same question na rin? What is sexy to you?
Basically something appealing to the eye, right? Like it's like aesthetically pleasing, if you want to dig deep down, it's something that spikes the oxytocin levels in my body,
Getting scientific now.
Yeah, we're getting scientific, but it is real. Like para pag nakikita mo, para you're in a good mood, this looks cool, this looks nice, this looks sexy as hell, parang ganun. So yeah, something like that.
Is there you, as far as you can remember, for your first exposure to sexy stuff is
Wait. Kasi like alam ko from here patanda tayo ng patanda yung references natin eh. So I have to go with something. I think it's Claire Redfield from Resident Evil 2.
What?
It has to be Claire Redfield. Here's the thing, it's so weird because I don't know, it's very gruesome. But every time she gets bit, right? Like
Damn, man!
like every time she gets bit, that's,
You're into Riona? Holy shit!
That's a that's a very very specific
Ugh!
joke. It's a-
Something like that. It was
pero,
like, oh
pero
shit, dude.
why why though? Why bakit tuwing nakakagat siya? Like what happens? I
The sounds
don't
that
even
come
The
out, man.
remember
moans. The
The
Resident.
moans.
Okay.
moans that come out of her, right? So like, shit, dude. Like, should it be something more like, a cry for help, not that.
Wait, did you?
But it was
I
really
bet
weird.
yeah, I bet you never finish the game because you just have her getting bit all the time.
No, I finished I finished
Already.
Leon
That's a
store A and
specific
B.
game
Leon.
right there.
So
You finish Leon a speed run. Like fuck this, I gotta get to clear.
Uh,
yeah,
well,
that was a weird time. That was a weird time.
and that's not wrong. I mean, maganda naman yung ano niya eh, maganda naman yung preference mo eh. And you do you, sabi nga nila. Pero
Yeah.
I'll try to rewatch that again and refresh my memory. Pero for someone who has a
Sorry.
for someone who has a retentive memory, ikaw Rene, obviously yung pop culture lang to, so we will not delve
Mm.
into Seiko and Riva and all that. Ano.
Wow, wow.
For
That's
you,
like pop culture naman. Oh.
pero
I'm gonna answer your questions in reverse. Before I talk about yung definition, I want to talk about my because they're tied in together. Your first exposure ko with like seeing something sexy and reacting to it. I don't remember which came first. I'm just gonna mention them both. I was in the theater. I was watching. It was either the Darna movie, which starred Nanette Medved, or that Manananggal Aswang movie. I don't even remember, with Anjanette Abayari. And those are like, again, I was a kid back then in like grade school. I knew nothing about uh, things of like sexual natures, but I had like, to add to Jazz's initial definition, I had a reaction. I was, again, I think, don't even remember the year those movies came out, but yeah, parang it wasn't like a logical thing. So for me, like, to define sexiness, it's not just that it's visually appealing. It's not just a aesthetic thing, but it does have an effect on you. That's another layer. That's more than just aesthetically pleasing. Because I can appreciate a well crafted building. I can say that it's very pretty, but like even with women, I could consider like 10 women of equal quality aesthetically. I can say that 10 of them are like, all of them are pretty, but probably one or two are the only ones that I would consider sexy, because again, it's an additional layer of attraction. Like, not everyone you're attracted to, you're sorry for the classes. Not everyone you're attracted to, you're turned on by. So for me, that is sexy when you hit something that not other things, regardless of how aesthetically pleasing they are. If it causes that reaction, that is very sexy for me. So if for jazz, it's the moans, for tricks, it's dancing around naked with Japanese music playing. So that's what causes it. For me, apparently, it's sexy women in either superhero or monster outfits. So
yeah.
yun. But I'm not really sure. Si Anjanette Abayari ba yun? Yung parang manananggal? Or aswang or whatever?
I think
I
so.
just remember
Pero
being the
to
theater, and I
uh,
apologize to the audience members who don't remember Nanette Medved and Anjanette Abayari.
they should
Rene, I am so lost. I don't know those two people. Like,
just
Ha!
Google it. Just Google it.
Mike,
Yeah.
could you wala ba tayong Mike? Could you help Jazz
Wala
out?
ba daw
visual
tayong
aid.
example? Oo.
Si Anjanette Abayari. The
Anjanette Abayari and Nanette Medved, for context, are
Yeah.
very, very
So,
sexy movie
We
stars
delving into
from the
history
early
now.
90s.
oo.
Hmm.
So, iyan na natin yan. I don't
Yung
know. I
safe for
think,
work,
Preferably
ha?
Darna.
Nakikita ko.
Oh!
May
uh,
nakikita ako kalendaryo Mike So yeah,
uh,
don't do that.
no. It's not, It's, yeah, back in the 90s, di ba?
Oh,
The
fuck.
glorious female for.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alright?
Di ba?
Rene, your face is getting dangerously close sa monitor. So yeah,
Anyway,
back
I'm using
away a
my
little
phone.
bit.
So I'm using my phone, so it's very small for me. Like, I guess, I had to be.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm explaining. Go back, fucking look. Look at her. It's incredible.
Tapos, syempre, dahil nabanggit ni Rene si Nanette Medved.
So wait, si Anjanette pala si Darna. Ay, Darna din ba si Nanette Medved? They're both Darna?
Yes. Well,
Okay. Now we figured out my fetish.
Nag-aabang sa langit, sa mga ulap sumisilip. Yun. Yung pala yun yung kanta ng yun pala yung para sa'yo, Rene, Darna.
yeah. So alam mo kagad na Rene. So is it safe to say ba na you like, apart from the being sexy lang physically, the strong women catches your eye din?
Definitely.
But I don't wanna talk about
Mike.
the Mesopotamic era and all that stuff. So we'll just go by the usual age, so like back in the 90s na ang first exposure ko ng sexy noon was, well, for you guessed it, it's Tomb Raider 2 in specific, not 1.
Kala ko 3.
Kasi no. 1. No. Don't do that, Trickster. Don't do that. Kasi yung sa again, just a quick refresher for everyone. Nung nag-start ako an ex of mine gave me this game. Kasi gustong-gusto ko talaga yung itsura ni Lara Croft. Kapal na labi. I mean, well, it's not really 26, 34, 36, pero as you can see naman, this is the cover from the game, Tomb Raider 2. So, yun yung reason kung bakit na-appreciate ko na parang, tapos Briton pa magsalita. I mean, iba yung accent niya. So, kaya, yun yung reason ko ba't ko na-appreciate yung ni Lara Croft here. And that's one of the yun yung para sa akin kasi, if it's physically appealing na medyo maganda yung maganda yung build niya, yung alam mong it doesn't have to be like purely like yung flawless kind of thing. Basta alam mong you have the ito na bumalik na si Rene. Let me just put that guy back in.
I'm sorry, my internet cut out. Did I miss Mike's answer? Did you say
No.
Yes.
disgusting?
No. Not something disgusting. Wala.
Si Jabba the Hutt daw.
He was emphasizing on the lips and then
No. So
I am so grateful that my internet cut out.
be thankful, man. Yun naman yung nun. Kasi parang para sa akin nun, pag imagine mo, in a video game, pag nakakita ka ng ganung itsura, parang wow, sexy, di ba? I mean, imagine that in real life, di ba? Sige, there's a quick Okay, I'm gonna share a quick confession about this.
confess thy sins.
No. Mike, if you don't have to say it, we know what it is.
Confess thy sins.
Yeah.
We know what it is, Mike. It's you don't have to say it.
Well,
Okay. Hindi, to? I'll try to make it as light as possible. Pero all of you heard naman yung term na aerobics, di ba?
Aerobics
Oh.
o aerobics?
aerobics.
Okay.
Aerobics.
Okay.
So at the early yung
I I am not a fearful man, but I am afraid of where this
I'm
is going.
afraid of what Mike's going to say.
Yeah.
Come
okay.
on.
So, here
Slanesh is open. He is here.
slightly. Ganito. So when I was 10, inatid kami na school bus. So pag hinatid kami na school bus, we go places point to point A to point B ganon. So ang posisyon ko dun sa school bus no, nasa harap ako. So yung mga older guys no nandun sa likod ng bus, 'di ba? So as travel nung papunta na kami, may dinadaan na kaming ruta lagi na binababa namin yung isang schoolmate namin na humihinto yung school bus driver doon sa area na yon, yung mga babaeng nag-aerobics.
Mike,
Ah.
that
May
is
ruta
not
ka.
pop
Stop,
culture, Mike.
Stop. Teka muna. Hold on.
Ang daily routine.
It's pop. Yung hapon yun eh. Siyempre, mag-aerobics ng ganyan, di ba? Why am I relating it to this? The song they were playing
It's
is
a pop
Let's
song.
Get Physical.
Physical.
Okay.
Oh.
So whenever you hear
So
that song
whenever
now,
you hear that song, you get you get the
No,
H word.
Hindi. When
Oh.
you siyempre yung mga tao doon sa likod papalakpak, woo! Mga ganun, di ba? Siyempre, ako naman doon sa harapan, clueless nung mga time na yon. So, nung time na nagkaroon ako nung time na pinaupo ko doon sa likod ng school bus for some reason, nung nakita ko na sila papalabakan na gano'n, tapos yun yung pinatutugtog noon. I mean, other 80s songs, di ba? Pero, yun yung tumatak nun sa akin. It's Olivia Newton-John's Physical. If you haven't watched the music video, it will all make sense.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
yun.
I get it.
Yeah, kasi
Pero
rin
ayun
yun.
lang.
So,
I just like, well, I'm a big fan of 80s music. I love Olivia Newton-John. I just like your little confession thing just made me appreciate that we are at a later time slot now. This is great. Having such
This is great.
yeah.
oo. So, yun yung reason kung bakit siya. Pero, yung as a disclaimer, of course, to those who are listening, we while we try to keep this discussion to a medyo mature audience, as mentioned by Rene, to a later time slot, syempre we are keeping our conversations not degrading any gender or any of that. Kasi the key here is to appreciate the beauty, diba, of being sexy. So,
Those who don't
I
know
know.
pala the song Let's Get Physical, let's just listen to the words. Let's get physical. Let's get physical. I want to hear your body talk. I want to hear your body talk. So
Yeah.
it's Mike's origin story.
and then you have Richard Simmons dancing to it. God bless his
No,
soul.
stop. Gee, Trickster, please.
God
My
bless
head-
Richard.
My head already is already focused on the Olivia Newton-John na Tapos my eyes, actually my imagination pag nabanggit mo yung si Richard Simmons, yes, God bless his soul, gave a couple of people scarred memories, pero it is what it is,
Scarred.
diba?
That man actually got us to work out. Come on, ladies, let's go! 1, 2, 3.
There it is.
Work
There
it.
it is.
There it is. There it is. Let's go.
Yan. I understand na napasarap ng discussion natin, pero I actually have to make a quick break out of this and we'll come up with the yung
Oh my God.
ating
Is it time for
pabati
the PP
portion.
talk?
It is time for the PP talk. It's the outdated pabati portion and I will talk to you why about it in a bit.
Wow.
Moving forward.
Oh,
Your audio is
ano
fucked
naman
up.
yung audio ni Mike. Yun, okay na.
The moving forward, the legendary Pabati portion is now powered by Guildhall and Yay Technologies, who's been supporting G3 and Project Shogun for quite some time now, and obviously they deserve a spotlight in this particular Pabati portion. We will change that, avoiding the the legendary stick, as Rene would call it. Syempre, ibay natin ngayon yung music. Starting off from the top, nandito na naman ngayon si Yoshida. Siyempre, sabi niya dito sa mga viewers, he is the resident moderator, Yoshida. Thank God it's Sabado. It is. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe for our page for podcast, gaming news, and geek and nerdy stuff. Siyempre, JDM is also in the house. Good evening, G3. Wilt is also in the stream. Diba? Good evening, G3. Happy weekend. Si Sandy, sabi niya dito, hello, and Marcos, Will Parocha, welcome sa stream. Yan, he's working on it already. Ito nga pala, si Mayor Ryan, a good friend of mine, also sent 50 stars to our podcast. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Siyempre, as he mentioned, yung mga titong kagaya ko. Yan. Ito si Stanley, pinapachill lang kayo. Mamaya, babalikan ka namin. Kala mo ligtas ka na, ha? Mamaya makakano ka sa akin. Kasi 3 daw, nag-react pa si Stanley. Even Stanley reacted to the Tomb Raider thing. I would like to share my bias, Bayonetta. Yes.
There you go.
And syempre our friend si Miss Sandra from Converge is also watching, and the team Converge is also watching over our podcast every week. Sana ngayon ko pa lang napanood ng not the earlier parts. But thank you Miss Sandra for dropping by. And Stanley, dahil nabanggit rin lang naman niya everything, everything beautiful. Nagpa-shoutout na kagad si Stanley ng Seika Usui. Ikaw ba, Stanley? Teka nga muna. Speaking of palandi, Stanley, sino ba ang sexy para sa'yo? Uy, may nagpadala ng stars. We got again Miss Sandra sending 50 stars. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sobra. Thank you again. The live streams we're currently working on for GT Podcast is powered, of course, by Converge. Thank you, Converge, for supporting our podcast through the years, powering our live streams and all that. And back to myself.
Can I make a quick confession? I've been part of G3 for 2 years now. I don't know what stars are. I just keep cheering when we receive them. But I don't know what they're for.
Okay. Good question, Rene, kasi this is a perfect time din to tell everyone what the stars are all about. It's a way of supporting your creator sa Facebook. Sa Twitch kasi it's about bits eh. So yung mga yan, pag naipon mo lahat yan, it can be monetized. So yung mga kagaya ni Mayor Ryan, hindi, isi-send pa lang yun sa GT. So there's a specific a specific star target na kapag na-meet mo yun, saka pa lang siya ma-monetize. So, syempre, we appreciate that, no? Other ways of supporting G3 is, of course, sending over our, consider, if you are from overseas, we have a PayPal account. You can send stars over if you're watching live. We do. Just so you know, we do have a PayPal account. You can also, send donations. We will also send those links. And just simply, StreamYard, by the way, isisingit ko na rin to real quick. StreamYard is also sent an affiliate link to G3. Just recently, may mga nag-click na ng link na yon. And instead na tayo ang nagbabayad sa StreamYard monthly, all those clicks na will now power this podcast. So on behalf of everyone, thank you po.
Thank you for
thank
all
you rin
the
sa mga
support.
naniniwala. At
Now,
sa mga naniniwala.
Na walang dahilan.
Okay. So, iyan na lang natin to, no? May mga nag-comment pa dito pero we'll go through that later on. Let's go with the no, with the reason. Siyempre, the beginning of this particular discussion. I'd like to talk to everyone about the evolution of being sexy. Diba? Sabi nga nila, siyempre kailangan ko rin namang maituro sa inyo yung how sexy has evolved through the years. And what better way of doing that by doing a quick visual presentation. Ilalagay ko yan somewhere here. Tapos, ipi-play natin yung quick video na yon courtesy from the folks at BuzzFeed. '80s as opposed to '70s.
Heroin chick. Really? No. Fuck.
Hold on,
What
hold
is
on.
that? What they're
Yeah.
calling it? I didn't see it. Heroin chic.
Yeah.
Heroin shit.
There's no way that's a thing. You're
Shit.
making
Uh,
this up.
yeah, it's BuzzFeed.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah, it is
BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed.
Mm-mm.
Talks all the rage and shit.
Yeah. Pero ano lang kasi
Yeah.
like I dislike how it started off like being a generally like a global standard thing, and then
Mm-mm.
towards the turn of the century they just focused on the U.S. lang because it's obviously like here in Philippines we have, I'm sure we have definite like a different definition of what sexiness is per era. Like I
Mm-hmm.
remember watching 70s movies. It's it's a little, I don't know.
'70s
It's
movies.
complete. Yeah, it's completely unsexy to me because again, like it seemed a little weird for me for that time. And it's different sa 80s. I assume Japan also has like that yung era. So I mean, I appreciate the effort, Mike, but it would be nice if we saw something now that's more global. But yeah, in the
Oh
US,
yeah.
I don't get how it's hard to differentiate. Were they focusing on body type lang? Because they were all wearing the
Y-
same thing, but
Oo,
the
so
hair
there
was different. So it's
Oh, so for the naging ano lang siya eh. Kumbaga they use one clothing lang, nagbago lang yung mukha and obviously the
Mm.
features. Specifically and we move to forward to the golden age of Hollywood, which is within the 1930s or starting 1930s, wherein ano na siya, yung curves, yung hourglass
Yeah.
figure, 'di ba, yung large breast and slim waist. Uh, it kumbaga Marilyn Monroe is the golden girl of Hollywood. So
Mm.
doon sa kanya nag-start yan eh. Uh,
Yes.
Tapos ngayon, eto nga. So the 60s and including 70s pala to. So they mentioned it as swinging 60s pero it's 60s and 70s. Dahil nung mga time na yun, pag napansin niyo even in the old videos, yung medyo willowy sila, medyo thin, tapos yung legs nila are long and slim, and then medyo may pagka-adolescent yung physique.
That was ano,
Uh,
especially when it came to the hippies, right? Like,
mm
tagang ano, like nature child yung gimmick nila back then.
Oo. Kasi back in that, ano yan eh, peace, love, and thin is the term used for women in that particular era.
Then
Siyempre yung
Woodstock happened.
well, yeah.
Yes.
Eto na. At and earlier the reason why na mention ko rin si Olivia Newton-John in the 80s naman, it's parang yan yung sinasabi nila na supermodel era eh. They're supposed to look
Yeah.
athletic, they're supposed to tall, toned yung arms, and curvy. So yun yung ano doon. Nung nabasa ko yung topics around it, they were like this particular era, bakit naging ganun bakit athletic yung term na ginamit nila is because the era is also experienced an uprising in anorexia, which is because most of the people back in that era was obsessed with exercise.
Mm.
And in the 90s naman, ano to eh, parang perfect example of that is Kate Moss. The heroin
Heroin.
with thin.
That's the first time I'm hearing of heroin chic. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that was weird.
What the hell?
It
So
was,
BuzzFeed smoking. Maybe
I-
they're the
I-
ones smoking heroin when they're making this video.
I think it was I think it was like a backhanded shot towards like thin people because diba?
I mean, we had hot women in the 90s. What the fuck?
We do. Pero kasi they're describing it as translucent skin, extremely thin. Kaya nga they use the word heroin for that.
But the only
Yeah.
times we ever saw those was fashion models, really. Like, ano.
There you go.
But like
But
you
they're
guys
not really.
remember but you guys remember like a certain point in time where the Olsen twins were like if we're going
Oh,
to use
yeah.
the term like heroin chic like the Olsen twins, that's who you have
Yeah,
in
but
mind.
they were past 90s already, though.
Yun nga eh.
It was
And-
weird.
In the 90s they were children. Yeah.
Pero as they grow along, may parang kumonek pa rin yung culture ng beauty sa kanila. Then of course medyo ano lang ako dun sa postmodern beauty stating, medyo malaki yung gap na ginawa nila dito eh. 2000s 2000s up to today.
Up to today, when was the video?
It was mentioned at the video was launched 2023, so they're referring it to up to last
There
year.
is no way that's today. Like postmodern. Ano, like,
Like,
I could agree
yeah,
if it's
20,
like 2012. 12 or
Yeah.
at least 2015. Mga ganun.
Yan. They're saying in the postmodern beauty, kailangan flat yung stomach, kailangan yung skinny mo is healthy skinny. Syempre, kailangan malaki yung breast, malaki yung puwet. Tapos, yun yung standards na sinasabi nila nun eh. Now, obviously, that's kanya-kanya ng standards yan. Pero as mentioned in the article, and I'm not sure how will you guys react to this, according to the article, it says here, Kim Kardashian is the poster woman of ideal beauty standards for the modern woman.
Her ass isn't even real. How is she fucking? What the fuck? I
Well,
mean,
that
she's
that's
basically
I
an
don't
ass
know.
slider with Botox.
oh
I don't know.
Like it,
I
like
have a
if
thing
you made,
about like like
you can make her
I've
in
seen her
Pal
sex
World.
tape, so like, it's weird for me.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
so ayan, general, what medyo napaisip ka doon sa sinabi na napasabi doon sa article. What's your take on that? Kim Kardashian as the poster woman of the ideal beauty standards today.
Nah. Beauty standards is subjective. You know, every
Yeah,
single one of us has their own beauty standards. No one
That's
can
right.
dictate, diba? No one can dictate what's beautiful and not what's not beautiful in this day and age.
Mm-mm.
Yun lang yung sa akin. Because again, like, alright, maybe like for the person who wrote the article, diba? Siya yung standard nun. Pero for some other people, maybe not, right? So again,
Mm-mm.
you cannot
yeah.
like you cannot talk as
To
if
a
you
reasonable
represent,
degree.
diba? You cannot talk as if you represent the entire, population, the entire world. Because that's not how it works in 2024.
Okay.
My
It
like for me, I'm sorry.
look
My
go.
assessment of that is like if we're looking for a more accurate representation of how sexiness is defined over the years and evolved over the years, we should look towards, and this is like one of those truths na kasi you should look towards products and output that's targeted towards men. Because men generally, obviously, are the ones that are attracted to women, and yun yung standards na so if you would notice like what's the ultimate the ultimate product that caters to men, you look at
Manscape.
Hollywood. No. You look at Hol- you look at Hollywood action movies, and if you
Mm.
look at the female leads of those movies over the past few decades, you would see a dramatic change in the appearance. Like the usual female leads from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s, they all take different general appearances. Now, to Jess's point, of course, no, every beauty is subjective, but there is like a popular choice wherein like
Mm-mm.
yeah, we all have our definitions of beauty, but there are definitions of
Yeah.
beauty that is shared by the most people. And
I
so
mean,
Mm.
yun,
okay,
so these
fine.
products, oh,
All right. But for
so
me,
yeah, so
Yeah, that's a
okay.
personal preference. What you're talking about
Yeah.
is personal preference. Pero what Rene is saying, I think, is more like the general consensus on what they
General
think is
consensus, yeah.
uh,
Mm.
like
But I think
we
if we
get
flip the script, I think if we flip the script, right, we look at males now, we look at men, there will be
mm,
like one, standard. For you guys, who is it?
yeah,
Sino yon? Sino yung standard nyo like for men? Okay, we're not talking about
there,
girls. We're talking about like men.
uh,
Sino
there
yung parang
is
standard
there,
nyo of beauty and sexiness
mm,
na lalaki?
Kiryu,
there is
Kazuma.
there is an interesting thing I saw online about that. Kasi when men are asked as to who they consider as a sexy man, more often than not, the men would respond with someone like Prince Hemsworth or some
Yeah.
other
Henry
action
Yeah.
Cavill.
star.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when women are asked about their idea of a sexy man, usually it's like the complete opposite. Like someone like I don't know, so who's Topher
Tyler.
Grace. No,
Who is
yeah,
that
Danny
guy?
someone who's
DeVito.
like less. No, 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 no.
No, no,
It's
no.
usually like like a family guy or a nerd or someone, So it's an interesting thing about what like what generally appeals to men and women. It's a distinct difference. So like women find like the softer side of men appealing, while men being like motivated by action and power. So for us, we equate, when asked the question like who's a sexy guy, we all get our minds into power and because like I know when you asked that question, just my mind immediately went towards Superman, Henry Cavill,
Henry
because what
Cavill.
fucking
See, pareho tayo,
I
di ba?
yeah, uh, like that. I know that scene in Mission Impossible where he reloads fucking biceps. Fuck. That's
Yeah, that's
I
hot as
was I
shit.
sounded way too excited about that, but yeah, man. Like I
Na,
was in the
na,
theater, I was like, God damn, sir.
grabe yung ano no, parang
Yeah,
iba kasi yung charisma ngayon ng men in this day and age. Eh. For me siguro it's Tom Cruise pa rin. I mean, dati
Tom
pa pag
Cruise.
sinabi mong Tom
mm.
Cruise, 'di ba?
It's a classic
Yung
choice. Yeah.
isa class I mean, I would have gone for Richard Gere pero syempre Tom Cruise kasi has been evolving through the years. Pag sinabi mo kasi and this is a general thing, pag sinabi nila kasi there's a Tom Cruise movie, alam mo kagad na people are so excited about it kasi it's Tom Cruise, yun yung itsura niya eh, di ba? Matured yung itsura niya pero
Yeah.
kahit alam mo tumatanda na siya, people would still look for that guy. Di ba? Yung Top Gun Maverick is
Gun
another
Maverick,
thing.
yeah.
So, yun yung ano doon. Ikaw ba, Trickster, do you have sabihin na nating male role model mo
Yeah.
for sexiness?
Who's your man crush?
Yeah,
Man crush.
I gotta hear this. Okay, hold
Yeah.
on.
A man crush?
I don't know who this person is. Who's Kiryu?
Kiryu, the guy from Yakuza,
Yakuza. Yeah.
Kirikaza. The man's both fucking built like
Oh,
a
that guy.
yeah.
It's built
Man's
like a tank.
yeah. He's built like
Mm.
the man has an Adonis build, and he's in touch with his soft side most of the time.
Mm. Oh, I wanna
Well,
I wanna do like a quick experiment now that we hear like everyone's choices. Yeah, picture Nick Kiryu. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. Jazz, is Lala around? Can you ask her the same
Yeah.
question?
Dude, we both like Henry Cavill, dude. Like,
Henry Cavill.
Like
Then.
that.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
pala. Hmm.
just come on.
So
Like,
that's
who doesn't, right? Like, ito nga, tinatanong ko talaga to lagi, di ba? Di ba, sabi nila, walang ginawang perpekto yung Panginoon. Pero bakit nandyan si Henry Cavill?
Oh. I
I don't know.
here's the thing. Before Henry Cavill came around, like me and my guy friends, ang instant answer namin lagi is Ryan Reynolds.
Right?
And,
Ryan Reynolds, holy
yeah.
shit!
Cause like
Before or after Green Lantern?
No. This was like Blade 3
Blade
Ryan
Trinity?
Reynolds. Like, you got
Okay.
Blade 3 Ryan.
Oh yeah, Blade Trinity. So we're talking about a guy who was like so fit, like fucking active, badass, but he also has a sense of humor, his charming smile, he's a good guy. So fuck yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Like me and my guy friends would never miss a Ryan Reynolds movie. Like most of the time, we don't even remember the girl that's in the movie. We're just like, it is Ryan Reynolds, man.
ano ba ito tao to? Oh.
Oh,
Sige. Ano na rin natin, na collectively we already have a somewhat an answer. So let's make it quick. Start tayo kay Trickster. O kay Rene muna. Why do you think sexy is important?
well, given my background, which is in communications and media, my mind always goes to like what gets the most eyeballs, and the old adage is sex sells, and that remains true even to this day. Wherein like sexiness is a little bit downplayed and people act as if it's not as important as it was before. But yeah, man, like if sexiness is important, for that, as a professional, it's important because it helps sells units. That's me as a professional. As a person, though, in pop culture, I always prefer to have people that I find sexy or generally I find attractive in the things I consume. So if I'm gonna watch a movie, if I'm gonna play a video game for several hours, if I'm gonna read comic books, I want to see attractive people. Because like again, if I wanted to see unattractive people, I'd look in the fucking mirror, I'd look outside the window, I'd do an episode of the G3 podcast. But if
Fuck
I'm
you.
spending my money, I started off with like the mirror, so but if I'm spending my money and spending my time, I want the entire experience to be pleasant in every way. That includes, visually appealing and so sexiness is always, like imagine if you're watching a movie and dapat immersive experience yun eh. So they have this main character, and this main character is supposedly like going crazy over this woman that is he's super attracted to, and then you see the woman and she doesn't fit yung standards of attractiveness. Doesn't that
Snow White.
kind of remove the yeah yeah, because Gal Gadot was the evil witch who was no longer the fairest of them all, but doesn't that kind of remove the immersion? It kind of ruins the experience because instead
It
of you
makes you
paying attention to
question
the
why.
story, you're just focusing on like, "Oh, look, not fucking okay, terrible casting at the very least." So yun. So that's why so that's why I think sexiness is important because overall experience is going to be affected by that.
Mm. Yan. And you're right, Rene. No?
Yun lang.
It is, ano talaga, may makikita mo talaga yung importance na yun. As professionals, as obviously day-to-day living, ganun talaga eh. General, do you actually have the same sentiments as Rene? Kasi we're going far ends of the generation here.
Yeah. Yeah, as it sells. Yun na yun. Yun na yun.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing to go around it. But
Yeah,
it's
there's-
really important because it sells. Like, why do you think gacha games are like earning billions of dollars every year? Diba? Why do you think video games, especially like, Eastern, like Japanese-made video games, have a lot of fans? Because, it sells. Like, these things, like, they're like right on the money.
You're right. Trickster?
Like I'm sorry, but
Ay.
I can't even think of like a sexy character or a sexy thing that did become successful. Like, can you guys come up with like a
I
famous
can't,
sexy
because
character
for
that
some
wasn't successful?
because for some reason a character that's not sexy, Rule 34 exists, so that would happen as well. Like, remember Undertale? We'll never forget what happened to Undertale.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's not an ounce of
God,
sexy in
I've seen it.
that game, but it happens,
But
as long as the game's good.
Yeah.
But however, it comes into the
Okay.
it comes into the discussion na the visuals have to be appealing for it to happen. You know, say Toriel, the goat lady, has a motherly aura to it, and some people find that sexy, and that happens. Do we argue with that? She's kindly enough, that happens. She's just black and white because and has a fluffy dress, and still that happens. Yeah. Yeah, so you can't argue. So you can't argue with that with the media as well. Like sure there will be it had like there could be arguments for the visual appealing thing. Like you don't have to be sexy, but it still needs to be visually appealing as well. Yeah, sexy can mean a different amount of things for some people. Since people can just twist words into so we can do that too. It has to be visually appealing
So,
for it.
so basically, it's just like like how big of a net you want to cast, right?
Oh yeah.
So like if you're going for if you're going for a niche audience, it's fine that you don't conform to societal standards of sexiness because there is
I mean-
always an audience for everything.
I mean, people fucking romanced Garrus in Mass Effect. And look at him. He's some kind of deformed chicken man wearing a spacesuit.
Wait, did you
And they
did you romance him?
I went for every
He's your-
romance
He's
route.
your best friend.
But I was a
bro.
female. No, you can't romance him as male shepherd, but you can't romance him as female shepherd. He was a good guy though. If I don't romance Garrus, at
Yeah.
least he gets together with Tally. But happy ending for me. It's a win-win. Like if I don't, if Garrus is not my best bro, he's with Tally. It's fine.
Mm.
That weird
Ah,
alien chicken man. Shame we can't
okay.
share romance more than though.
Okay. So we
What about you, Cap?
just
Like, how important... Oh, hindi,
Yeah,
ikaw,
how
Cap, anong
important
feedback
is
mo
it to
about it?
you?
Like, yeah.
ganito yan. Parang it's important for me kasi kung imagine mo um, gumawa ka ng isang show na puro lalaki lang ang nandun. Halimbawa, tapos puro sila yung mga maton lahat, 'di ba? Wala ka
Oh, I
nang
can.
nakitang that's why the line the rose among the thorns is exist, 'di ba? So
Mm.
hindi ka
I mean,
pwedeng
JoJo exists.
well, that's again another story, 'di ba? Pero
True.
1980s WWF exists.
kaya
Oh yeah.
pag inisip mo ngayon parang iba pa rin kasi ang appeal ng beauty as a whole in general. Hindi kailangan ma-appreciate mo lang siya kapag nandun na sa kapag nakikita mo siya like say in film, in print, in video games, everywhere, 'di ba? Parang iba yung remember those 1980s, 1990s na movie posters natin nun yung pinipinturahan pa.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yung usually
Yung mga
posted
nandun sa
Mm.
Quiapo,
Escolta,
sa
Yeah.
Escolta, ganun. So, pag ang
kinuha mo
picture,
lahat sa akin.
yan. Kung
Oo.
kung yung mga ano na yun, yung mga posters na yun, puro pictures ng mga lalaki, tapos ang pangit pa ng gawa, ang pangit pa ng pagkakadrawing sa kanila, hindi siya magiging appealing. On the other
Sorry.
hand,
It depends on the movie being advertised naman.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi imagine, like, if you're advertising King Kong and your painted poster is fucking some woman. Di ba weird? So I
It
think that's
depends.
one
Like,
important
what
thing
if
we
King Kong was
tend to
holding
look
the
at
woman?
if it's appropriate.
mm,
Yeah. Yun nga.
Yeah,
So, yun.
it has to be
Sorry,
It has
I
to make
kind of stepped on
sense.
your point. Pero, yeah, the context is important. Basically, that's one
Oh.
thing we neglected to shine a light on.
totoo. And you do have a point there. Kahit nga ako so parang pag inisip mo, kung halimbawa si Lito Lapid yung nilagay mo doon, tapos hindi pa maganda yung ano niya, may
Walang bigote.
bigot, halimbawa,
Oh,
if it's not appealing, how are you supposed to appreciate it,
I
diba?
can't imagine it.
Para mo sinabi
Diba?
walang bigote si Jazz.
Hmm.
Oo. Pero
Si Jazz may bigote, 9 years old pa lang.
Well, you're not wrong.
Really?
yun nga,
Was it that
Yeah.
early?
No, but hindi ganito kakapal, syempre. But it's very prominent.
Pero meron na.
Kitang-kita talaga, yeah.
May fuzz na.
Yeah.
yun.
Like, ako, like, high school senior na ako when I started growing shit on my face. But, yeah.
Let's not even get to the balbas and bigote. That's another humiliating thing. But anyway,
But Mike, I do remember one time sa like I was a kid and my mother used to work sa Quiapo area sa Escolta. So
okay.
pagka summer, sometimes sinasama ako sa office. And I remember, gabi na kami umuwi. And parang dun sa intersection, may malaking painted poster ng Tiyanak. So it's like a giant painting of Tiyanak. It was scary as hell. It worked.
Sa gabi pa, no?
It worked. So I think it kind of traumatized me because it came up when I was in grade school. It was so effective, hindi ko pinanood yung Tiyanak. Pinanood ko lang siya nung parang college na yata ako. So, naalala ko lang because of the fucking painted thing.
Like, it was so detailed, no? That's the best part.
Yes. Yun yung maganda sa mga, yung painting ng movie posters. Kasi they're really good at
Mm.
non-human things. Kasi they're just painting it. It's the
Oo.
humans that they fuck up. But the monsters, the creatures,
Oh, yun na nga. And you're right. Kasi ngayon, we just take a picture, we digitally print it, tapos makikita natin maganda na yung itsura nila doon, di ba? Pero back in the day, kung imagine mo kung ngayon, kung up to now, kung ngayon pa rin guys, nakita nyo na yung like let's say Wonder Woman, tapos ang Wonder Woman ni Gal Gadot hand painted. Tapos yun yung nandun sa say
Mm.
sa Manila sa movie post na no.
That would be
Um,
interesting at the very least.
oo,
Pero I'm sure the visuals would be
Yeah.
a bit weird.
it is. Kaya ano siya. Kaya for me it's it's a bit hit or miss. Kaya important sa akin ng sexy kasi kung how will you be able to appreciate it kung walang sexy, di ba? Um, dahil dyan, we will
Mm.
let's medyo palalim na tayo ng palalim kasi in our next discussion we'll talk about our own preferences of sexy. Pero before we continue in doing so, ayan na, sige.
Do you really want to do this, Cap?
Trickster,
May,
at some point we have to go down this road.
I am warning you now.
Warning me, just
May na-
me only.
may, may nakahanda naman si Cap na parang, disclaimer for NSFW content.
NSFW. Before we,
Ano,
get deeper into the
gory,
conversation,
gory
sexy,
content.
uh, be, before we go deep, let's go talk about our news for the week, courtesy of Sega.
Yon, now it's time for the second news of the week. Actually, meron tayong dalawa and one mini news lang na mention na namin last week, on their last week's episode. But Sega Summer Sale is currently underway at the PlayStation Store for a limited time. Select PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 titles will be available at bargain prices. So yeah, if you have a PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, you are in luck because you're gonna get like a maximum of 75% off on selected items. We got Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I've been mentioning this every single time, a game that I haven't finished yet, which follows Ichiban Kasuga and Kazuma Kiryu as they team up for an epic adventure across
What is
Hawaii.
this?
You got Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, which combines the tile matching gameplay of Puyo Puyo with Tetris, will be 50% off. The popular titles on the sale: Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, the official video game, is on sale as well. Yung tinanong mo, Trickster, yeah, that's the thing. It's the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, the official video game.
I didn't
And,
know they published
and
it.
Sonic Superstars. Meron din Sonic Superstars. And yeah, become an athlete and go for gold or experience the high-speed slide scrolling action in uniquely designed zones with stunning 3D graphics. And Persona 3 Reload, Persona 5 Royale will also be on sale for 50% off. Ayan. And then this comes, the Persona 5 Royal, this comes with the other 40 DLCs na. So yun na siya yung 50% off. So again, check the exclusive titles. You have until August 14. So sobrang tagal nung summer sale dito ng Sega for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5.
Yan.
Yon. And of course, speaking of one of the games I mentioned, Puyo Puyo Tetris, Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop releases its fourth update on the Apple Arcade. So if you have an if you have an iPhone, if you're one of those people, and you
What?
subscribe to Apple Arcade. I don't know if anyone I know subscribe to Apple Arcade. It's just a weird thing. You get free games on the Apple. Ganun lang. But yeah, you can enjoy the brand new update version 1.4.0. Try your hand at the three new multiplayer modes, pick up two additional songs from the in-game shop, and push your limits with the latest challenge mode. Ayan. So again, if you own an iPhone and you're subscribed to Apple Arcade, be my guest. Again, I don't think people I know are subscribed to Apple Arcade. I own an Apple phone. Di ako nakasubscribe, so it's weird. Alright. But again, speaking of this next week's events, Atlus will be on PGDX. So stick around, check it out, guys. If you're at the event next week, go for it. Ayan. So Sega is featuring Metaphor Fantasio on
Oh,
PGDX. Yon.
that I didn't know.
They
Ang
are featuring the
I
game.
should.
And it's
hindi ko pa
weird that
nasabi yung picture.
Rene, I don't know, Rene, you had may nagkaroon ka ng reaction on something I said. You know?
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
it's
Okay.
what you said.
Before Rene answers that,
I don't
dumating
know.
dun sa point na Rene cannot contain himself na he disappeared from that.
It's not. It's not anything that you said. It's just my fucking brain.
Ah.
I don't know if I should mention it in the podcast, but I should. It's terrible content for me to laugh like this and not hear it. But
Oh God.
I didn't know that there was an official Olympics game. So before I continue like this, this is just me. This is just
It's
me.
new
Like
for
I'm
you.
the only dick here. It's no, like no. It's just no. This is a disclaimer. All my views and opinions belong solely to me, not the G3 group. Anyway, so when you mentioned that there's an official Olympics video game for 2020, my mind immediately went to like I would like to play a video game of the Special Olympics.
What? Oh my god!
I have an inkling why you were laughing.
No!
Like I would play the fuck out of it. So yeah, so again, I'm the asshole here. It's fine. It's just that, but yeah, I couldn't contain my laughter. So I was just like when you have
God.
like a fucked up, like when you have a fucked up thought, and then immediately it just keeps piling on. So like in my mind, I ran through like all of the possible events and game modes and like fucking character customization.
No. Oh my god.
So like while you were doing the entire
Customize.
news, like I was forming the entire game in my head.
Hindi lang character creation. You get to customize your
Pero
equipment.
No.
if you think
So
about
Gosh.
hold on. I don't want to be the ano here. Pero
I apologize. I'm apologizing like to everyone again. Fuck the brain. It's a fucked up brain.
hindi. Rene thinks na ano siya kasi parang wala nga naman kasi nakagawa ng ganun. Pero it sounds feasible if you think about it. At si Trickster Trickster nagigigil na rin dito. It can happen. It can happen. Sige.
Like you know how
Will there be cheating?
sorry, last one. Last one. Like remember when you play in NBA games, and then after every
Yeah.
game, your character does a press conference. I would
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Oh.
Will it be you and the coach?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm-
I'm gonna tearing up. Oh, let's move on. Let's move on.
Sige. I mean, that's a good food for thought then. If any one of you are watching about it, maybe come up with something. Why not?
I don't think. Brought to you by EA Sports.
Oh God. Okay, so now
Stop. Let's stop this shit right here, man. Like, come on, bro.
when I said we're going deep, I never thought it would be in this particular room.
Oh
Hindi ko
god.
in-expect na magiging ganun siya. Kita mo, sobrang ano ni Trickster, he left.
He was gonna
Okay.
get water though. He just needed a drink. So do I. Fuck.
Hindi, I can't believe. Sige, let's go with quickly. And obviously we are ano na rin dito. Mabilis lang na discussion to about sexy in video games, music, movies, comics. I'm gonna ask the entire panel if you guys have a notable sexy personalities in, say, video games, music, comics, and movies. Or syempre, pag sinabi mo ng movies, it's actors. I mean, those are actresses na. Sige, we go naman the other way around. Let's go start with Trickster. Video games,
It's the
music.
same way around.
Oh yeah, let's see it. Let's do it again.
Ganun pa din.
Pag ganun pa rin.
Okay lang. It's just fine. I mean, you wanna change the order? You start.
Okay. Sige, I'll start and then we go counterclockwise. For I'm not sure how people will react to this particular statement. Pero for video games kasi, I know Lara Croft has been very close to my heart kasi yun yung una ko exposure. Pero if I'm gonna be talking about sexy here, we go a few years older and I will select
The ball in
Tanya. No.
Tanya. Oh, shoot, dude. Yes!
Wait,
Red Alert.
Tanya from Red Alert. My God. The live action. Oh,
don't
shoot,
remember
dude. Yes!
I don't
The
remember what she
live
looked like.
action Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya. That Tanya. That yung crazy
that
woman.
older? Hold on.
I don't want to call it crazy. Pero the wild woman na has different has also evolved through the years. Pero sige, if we're referring to a specific
Wait,
Tanya,
which-
it's the
which Red
1992 Tanya.
First one.
First Red Alert game?
First Red Alert.
The first one.
The redhead
I
Tanya.
thought I
I
thought
don't
you're
think I played this.
I thought you're referring to like Red Alert 2 Tanya.
No,
it's
that's
one.
different. Yeah. Red Alert 1 is brunette or redhead? Na Tanya.
Brunette.
Wait,
Kasi-
is it supposed to be the same character?
Yeah.
It should
Red
be.
Alert 2,
Oh,
she's blonde.
She's blonde. Yeah.
Yeah, so just to share lang with everyone who is Tanya. It's para makita na rin nila. Let's move here and say, here we go.
Yun.
That Tanya.
Yeah, that's Red Alert 2 Tanya.
Yeah,
Red
sa
Alert
Teo-
1 Tanya
That Red
is
Alert
that.
1 Tanya.
Interesting choice.
Oo. Kasi, sorry, na movie mouse.
So it's the first one that you like.
Oo, kasi nung una ko siyang, isipin mo to diba sa Red Alert, mostly puro mga lalaki yung mga characters nun, diba? Voiced over by a guy, diba? So they go to war, they eliminate buildings, infrastructures, and themselves. Tapos, biglang lalabas tong si Tanya na parang this wild woman na ready to eliminate
Buildings.
hindi lang buildings,
He's
pati
blowing
mga
up
tao,
buildings.
blowing up buildings, di ba? So, talagang makikita mo na
Is she Russian?
siya yung
Yeah.
No, she's
well,
allied forces.
allied.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she
So-
could either be, I don't know, British or American.
Yan. So, yun yung ano niya. So, kaya yun ang napili ko for si Tanya. I do not have anything for comics. Pero if I would, syempre, although it's a low-hanging fruit, it's Wonder Woman.
Okay.
For movies, hindi na ako kasi nakakano ng movies ngayon. Pero if I'm going to look for a definition of sexy, it's Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
For film and movies.
Interesting.
And for music,
Interesting choice. Yeah.
don't tag on me this with this jazz. It's gonna be Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. Okay. All right.
If you guys notice, different personalities yung ano na yan eh. Si Sandra Bullock nung earlier days, talagang makita mo yung features niya talaga, 'di ba? There's this thing about her features, hindi ganun kalakihan yung harap niya o yung puta niya. It's about her how she stands out in the crowd. Um
Hmm.
for Ariana Grande naman, yung mukha niya talaga. Pag alam mo pag nakikinig ka ng music or sa music sa radyo or sa anywhere, kahit nakapikit yung mata mo, you'd hear her voice eh. There's something about Ariana Grande that got my attention. And of course, uh, si Tanya nga, iba naman yung personality na. So that's it. So that's it for me. Uh, let's go with Rene. Ito, panigurado kung yung choices
Hmm.
ko are weird, definitely Rene has choices that I may appreciate it. Go for it, Rene.
Well, aside from, kasi like video games, I mentioned this to you guys, mostly kay BJ when we were doing like one of the events that we cover. So I have a thing for Chun Li. Uh, I've always like, I've always been
Nice.
partial to Asian women, like Chinese and Japanese, Koreans. So yeah, so Chun Li. The obvious ones, Cammy, a few from the Mortal Kombat cast. For comics, I've always liked Psylocke. The thing is, like the sexiest thing for me in a movie, like it's not just an individual person, but the sexiest thing that
Okay.
I found was, have you guys seen the Batman?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Batman.
I no, I don't think
Like
the recent one, Robert Pattinson.
every yeah, every
Yeah,
scene that had Batman and Catwoman was so sexy. It always seemed like they were just 2 seconds away from doing it, even though they're just having a casual conversation. I was watching in the theater. I watched it twice. It's just like every time, with the way it was great acting, even with the way that they're looking at each other. Like it's not. Again, they're talking about the Riddler and what's happening with Gotham, but you can see with the way they look at each other, you can see the, for lack of a better term, you can see the longing, the yearning, like they really want each other, and it
Just do it.
screams
Like,
off.
mapapaganon ka
And
na
again,
lang. Just do it.
yeah, fucking do it. And they're not doing anything sexual. They're not even flirting, ba? But like fucking, so that for me is the sexiest thing. To those who have seen
Ayun,
the movie and have
nabibitin
not
ka.
noticed
Ganun
this,
yung sexy sa'yo.
yeah, oh. So
Okay.
to those watching this who didn't notice that, watch it again. It's on HBO and Netflix, and just pay attention to their chemistry. Like with just the looks from ba fucking I would like if I was there, like I would pay for the fucking motel room, just fucking do it already. So so that is my so I like atmosphere, where for me that's sexy. I like seeing two people that are like obviously so into each other na parang nakakahawa kasi I like that energy. It's very so that's I'm always looking for a specific sexual energy. Again, this is disregarding lang the usual kasi I think I'm very vanilla when it comes to what I find sexy. Like I've mentioned like in a previous episode way back, see Quiet from Metal Gear. So that's my favorite so that's obviously a sexy character. But if we're going to go like the sexiest, like that had the biggest impact for me, that every scene with Bruce and Selena, because they just looked like they wanted to eat each other up. It's insane. Ang lakas ng energy, bang klase.
For Rene to say something like it's a very good scene and whatnot, ako matik check ko kagad dyan.
Yeah, watch it again.
See, I'll watch that. I'll watch that, brother. Thank you, Jazz.
Oh, alright. So for video games, I'm not gonna mention like the obvious choices, right? Like Tifa, Samus,
Yeah.
yung mga minimension ni Rene. This one is really fairly recent then. And this character doesn't even have a face or a body. Eagle One
Oh,
from Helldivers. Like that voice, dude, is so badass. It's super sexy. Eagle One returning to rearm, something like that. You know, like she is a lifesaver. Alam mo yung ganun. So like it's like wala like it's up to your imagination how she looks like, but I think she looks badass.
mm.
You know yung
Wait,
sa akin, like but the voice is so sexy. You know. I know. Wait, what?
um,
What, Mike?
now that you mentioned that, I stopped and looked to who is the real Eagle One.
Who is the real Eagle One? Because again, I
You
don't
Danny
actually
know.
looked up the voice
DeVito.
actor?
I think yeah, you looked up the voice actor, but well, I
Yeah.
mean like wala siyang in-game face, wala siyang in-game body. She doesn't have
Oo.
anything, right?
So,
Boses lang siya.
I don't play the game, so there's like fucking like UI or something.
No, she's an operator. Para siyang she flies
Okay.
drones or controls like everything you ask.
Ah,
Like oh, I
but
need
in the
you to
game, she's
bomb
a
this
person,
place.
or
She's a person, yeah.
Yeah,
Then boses niya
she's
lang
she's a
your
yung
person in the
in-game.
game. Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
she's your airstrike buddy.
person, yeah. Like
Hmm.
she's the one that does airstrikes,
Okay.
sends
So,
planes.
no. So she's not like
Okay.
AI, like the one in Halo and shit like that.
No, she's not an
Okay.
AI. She's an actual person, like an
Okay.
operator or something.
And
Yeah.
ang galing na kasi they just chose not to show her. I like that. It adds mystique.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yun. So again,
to the
not
lure.
not the common ones, not the obvious ones. So doon ako.
Hmm.
So next, in music, it's pretty obvious. In music, it has to be K-pop. It has to be one of those K-pop things, right? Then there's a lot. Like I think every single I'm gonna mention like every single girl group is sexy, and every single boy group is sexy as well. You know, I'm
Okay.
encompassing everything K-pop in general. No, they are
Do
sexy.
not get
They
me
are
started.
good-looking people. Okay, these people are good-looking. Girl groups, boy groups,
They're,
dude, lahat sila.
they ano siya, like these people are like how like back in the olden times where like gods, how they would treat like gods. That's how I view K-pop people. Like they're gods on earth. Like they're blessed
Diba?
beings, superior beings.
Yeah. They're like sobrang ganda nila, sobrang gagwapo nila.
Yeah.
For comics, again,
Oh.
really fairly recent, it's Atom Eve from Invincible.
Yeah.
For comics, yeah,
I
it's
get it.
Atom Eve.
Plus, she's a really nice girl too.
Diba?
They
Like,
gave her a
right?
really
Like,
nice personality. Yeah.
For for movies, I have two actually. Number
sige,
one,
sige.
Scarlet Witch, the MCU Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elizabeth
Then
Olsen.
next one is weird. It's the human male version of Shrek.
Oh, okay,
Ah,
yeah.
Yeah,
From-
like the human
from
male
Shrek
Shrek
2.
is super sexy, dude.
Yeah.
Like you would not
Like,
expect that guy to be like, dude, like the chin, like friggin' buff body, dude.
Dude's
guy-
basically
the guy
Fred
looks
Flintstone,
like,
but modern.
Yeah, he looks like I'm sorry, he looks like deformed Superman for me.
Formed
Right?
Superman.
Deformed Superman.
Yeah. Because I'm like, if we're
Like,
talking
if-
about like a sexy guy in the Shrek universe, like the fucking guy, the prince. The bad guy.
Prince
from the
Yeah,
first
dude,
movie.
he's an asshole, dude. Like, no, that's not.
Yeah, but it's still
like,
hot.
Yeah, it's still
Personality
hot,
wise.
but like,
Personality-wise.
But
the
here's the
human
thing.
Shrek, dude.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Yeah, I agree that he's an asshole, but apparently the guys that I find sexy are always the bad guys. Like I fucking love
I-
Gaston from
I
Beauty and the Beast.
actually-
The guys that fucking
That's,
Oh, yeah,
that's me,
another
but
one?
with girls.
Yeah, another one. I think another one which will make my list. Billy Butcher, actually, from The Boys.
Mm.
Yeah. Yun.
As long as
So-
it's
Wait,
the show
see-
version.
Is it like a Billy Butcher as the character or Carl Urban? Because that guy
No, Billy
is
Butcher
hot
as a
in
character.
so many universes.
Universes,
Him in
right?
the yeah, man, like him in the Lord of the Rings is fucking insane. Him as Judge Dredd is fucking Um,
Yeah.
he's been everywhere. Like the only time he wasn't sexy, I think, was in Thor Ragnarok. Hmm.
Yeah, so yun yung sa akin, Mike.
Sige.
But I think
I was
Mike,
supposed to.
Mike, did you think Did you dig up something for Eagle One?
Yeah, I was supposed to let Rene listen to it na ano, kasi dun sa game,
Ah, yeah, please, because I
sig-
don't, I don't, I have no plans of playing the game.
oh yeah,
Alright.
well,
Play the audio na
sige.
lang. Yeah.
Mm.
Ito.
Unleashing democracy. Attack underway.
I
This is like
imagine her like a nerdy girl, like a small nerdy
Delivering
girl that's very
payload.
good with computers.
she actually reminds me of the medic from StarCraft, like StarCraft One
Meet
medic.
Liberty.
Hmm.
Eagle One returning to destroyer for resupply.
That's the hope
Yes.
you hear
Yeah.
when you're getting overrun by bugs or robots. That's why you
Oo.
find it sexy.
Yeah.
Holy shit! My savior is
My
here,
savior is here.
and then she bumps you instead by
I,
mistake. Is
yeah,
that?
I get it though. I get it. Yeah. Like again, I like that they're not showing it because now like hearing the voice now, again I'm now picturing
Yeah,
a
diba? Like
woman
it's
that
up to your
like
imagination.
yeah man like it's so for me like
And
it's
kaya
this
ko
tiny nerdy girl. Mhm.
yan, tiny nerdy girl. Now, according dun sa nakita ko over the web, this voiced Eagle One.
Oh,
It's
So,
a 500-pound
wasn't
man.
what I expecting.
She seems
that's
familiar. Is she a famous person?
well, according here it says suddenly I'm upset about the 5 times the blow. Uh,
Wala. Doon
the
sa mga
500
nanonood
kilograms
ngayon,
is
kita niyo yung username ni Cap sa Reddit.
no. That's not my username. That's not my username. But yun
Sure,
nga,
sure, sure.
it
Pero
is.
naka-sign in siya.
Tingnan niyo kung
Nakasaya
saan
ako.
subreddit siya active.
Uh, anyway, kakasar na ano to. Okay.
We
Hindi
got
yan.
you. Yun,
Hindi.
no?
It goes by the name of
Wag mo
Rachel
wala,
Casey.
Huwag mong i-scrub yung Reddit activity mo.
No, I'm not into Reddit. I use the account ng G3 for Reddit because I need to research.
How dare you?
Ay, di naman ako nagpo-post or comment.
Hmm,
Uh,
okay.
okay, anyway. Sige, going
I
back.
think it's Trickster's turn.
Trickster, what's yours?
Oh, okay. You'll be disappointed. I have nothing for music, since
That's fine.
I don't really listen to music.
That's
For
fine.
video games, my pick would have to be Nyo Tengu from Dead or Alive. I just love
Wait.
how haughty she is, and
Her name
at
again?
the same, huh? What?
Ano pangalan?
Nyo Tengu.
Nyatengu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dead or
She's
Alive. Okay.
like I just like how haughty she is, and at the same time innocent about the current affairs around her, while also being playful with with her fellow girls and other humans. That 5'8" woman can power bomb me anytime she
Oh.
wants. Like fucking.
Power bomb. Dang.
Hearing it from
You know,
Trickster.
I'm starting to realize during our entire like discussion here is that you don't like your girls to be like completely human.
Oh, it depends. Because the follow up to that is thank you for the segue. The follow up to that is for anime and comics. I'm cheating here since I'm conflating comics with manga. It's a tie between Dionysia, the ogre, and Manako, the Cyclops. They're complete odds because Dionysia is fucking huge and is such a sweet girl, and Manako is of course a shy little cinnamon roll herself. It's like
Uh,
it's a huge contrast, like a big tall lady and then small mousy woman
Yeah,
that can snipe
I
you
think
with
I think we need to see this.
okay, sorry.
Captain.
You're sige. Trickster, who's the first one again?
Dionysia.
Dionysia?
Yeah,
Uh,
you understand why I picked her.
from the Daily Life with the Monster Girl.
Yep, Monmusu.
Uh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's fucking huge in more ways than one. Yep. Yeah, she's just tall and very super strong. But despite that, she's very she's very girly
Oh,
girl.
oh, shit.
Ooh.
Okay, I see.
I never thought that there was such a
Wait,
thing called my waifu list. Okay, sige go.
But
I didn't know. I mean, I was expecting an actual ogre.
her species is an ogre, but
Oh,
And who's the other one?
damn.
Manako from Monmusu.
That's
Same
a
Monmusu.
strange
series
show.
actually. Yeah,
Ah, okay. Manako, Manako.
yeah, the one with the sniper rifle. Not the weird
Okay.
thing from One Punch
Thank
Man.
you for clearing that up.
Research niya
I
lang kasi,
assume
sinearch niya lang Manako kasi.
uh, I assumed it
Uh,
was a tiny minion looking thing.
No fucking way. No fucking way. Like, so yeah, those are from the anime and comics one. Like, I just like them. They're cute. Not for music since I don't really go for music. I don't know if this is cheating, but does Jessica Rabbit count for movie? Because goddamn,
Yes, she does.
it's
Yeah.
She does.
sige.
like animated
And
girls in movies talaga, like aside from
I think
Jessica Rabbit, you, there's also Lola from Lola Bunny
Lola Bunny
Lola
from Space
Bunny.
Jam.
from Space
Yeah.
Jam. Yeah.
From the first one, because she was
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
because
sexy
the
in the
first,
first one.
yeah, because it just Space Jam 2 is just a mess.
And
Just
Jessica Rabbit, I think, hit like an entire generation of men.
oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. Not, it did. Sige. So, thank you guys for answering that quick question, ano. Alam ko na medyo, I said it was quick, pero syempre, we can't, madami kasi sila eh. Hindi ka lang pwede mag-specific
Yeah.
lang and just not say anything. So, sige. We'll take
So
a
when's the
quick break.
fetish talk?
Well, stop. Well, susunod na yan. Dahil dyan, let's go for our G3 next stop. For the G3 next stop, we will just again mention the stuff na ano na namin ano. Uh, nawala tuloy yung aking screen. Uh,
Ayun,
so,
may
yun,
special panel pa nga.
yung special panel pa. So,
Mm.
let's go start with the PGDX in Manila,
Yeah.
happening this
Next
26,
weekend.
27, 28. That's gonna be next weekend. We got G3 as the official media partner. We got our Cowdog Boy, General Tuna, as part of their creators.
And
Bakit
he
ka naging
sounds like a god there, like a creator, General Tuna.
oh, parang ganun yung
And then your
magkakano eh.
god was like,
Oh.
ah.
Yeah.
Alam mo, up to do something ano eh. Of course, Alaska is gonna be there.
Creator.
As a creator. Um, Nasaan na ba yung ano ko? Siyempre, we have
Ano mo?
the Retro Nimbus. We will be Retro Nimbus, which is a part or included sa VintroCon, is gonna happen from July 31st up to August 4th at the excuse me, Fisher Mall in Quezon Avenue. Siyempre, G3 is gonna be there as a media partner. We got the Crazy Kyle, the Filipino picker, Game Selections, Game Boy Philippines, and of course a lot more. So bakit siya ngayon mahaba kasi ang dami activities in store doon. G3 will be covering that and we will talk to you guys about it over the next few days, no? Kasi we will be posting a lot of stuff. Also, isingit ko na rin tong paparating na Recollex naman. It's gonna be happening on August 17 to 18th at the QQ Mall sa Quiapo. So, kung saan man tayo nagpunta doon, it's gonna be there. And then, as I was told here, Stanley nga pala will be at PGTX Day 1.
Oh, yun. Stanley, ako lang yung makikita mo. Walang see you boys kasi ako lang yung nandun sa Friday, Stanley.
So it's see you boy lang. Ganun.
See you boy lang. Yan.
Oo.
Ay, pero narinig niyo ba yung update sa PGDX? Bawal na daw malandi eh. So paano ba yan, Stanley?
Ayun lang. Stanley, sorry man.
Anong bawal malandi mo to?
Check daw ng guard.
Kakapitin daw ng guard. But yeah, thank you again, guys. So also quick mention lang through magnusjobfair.com for trusting G3 to be their media partner. Ang sarap pala ng ganun pakiramdam, ano, yung G3 is a digital billboard nasa labas, nasa truck, nasa ano. It's very nice. Thank you. They just ended up their resume party. July 19 and 20. Thank you.
That sounds weird. A resume party. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Look at my form!
You go there, you bring out your resume kasi ang daming mga jobs na ano. And this is again supported by PhilHealth, SSS, Pag-ibig, and of course, Department of Labor and Employment. So, thank you for trusting G3 as your media partner for that. Okay, so tapos na yung ano na yan. Ito na. Pupunta na tayo dun sa mga nitty-gritty ng topic na to.
Kala ko kung anong nitty-gritty ng ano.
But,
sige.
Wait, Cap, before you go, may comments po tayo na sabi mo kanina may comments pa na. Maybe you'd like to.
Thank you, Rene. Yes, you're right. There are some quick comments lang naman. Kanina sinabi rin dito ni Back from sa Twitch channel, in my humble opinion, natural beauty for me is the standard. Hindi nga lang niya na-elaborate, pero thank you. Si EJ sabi niya.
But I think he means natural beauty is like no surgeries, no makeup, all that. You know, I'm assuming that's what it meant.
Mukhang ganun nga yung case. Ito, si EJ naman had a different thing. Sabi niya dito, Jennifer Connelly was the 90s for me.
I remember her.
So, sabi rin ni EJ, sasabihin ko sana, i-read ka baka may bumagsak ulit. Uy, sabi rin naman hindi mo lang ano. And one comment na this is sabi nila wala daw sexing lalaki, babae lang ang sexy.
No.
That's false.
Wala lang ano.
Rene is a sexy man. Okay? So, diba? Like freaking hell yeah, dude.
Look at those guns.
It's a sexy episode. Akala ko nga lahat tayo nakasanto.
Dude,
I did not read that in the memo. Kung meron man talaga sinabi na magsasanto tayo, ha?
Have you seen Val Venus?
Look, I had enough of Joe Henry already the entire week.
Shawn Michaels made a career about being a sexy boy.
Sexy boy!
Yeah.
Sige. In the last segment, quick lang naman ng quick. I'll show pictures. We'll talk about evolution ng mga specific characters. I showed some of them kay Rene. Pero meron pala akong bago natin i-start yan, meron akong i-present na special video. May video pala tayo dito na
ano naman yan?
Dahil ginulat ako na rin dito sa pinapagawa niya. Hindi ko makapag-isip. Pero definitely, ang isa sa mga sexiest for me is Lara Croft. Regardless kung that was nung past games And yung mga modern games ngayon,
Triangle pa boobs niya. Okay yun.
kahit yung triangle boobs niya, sinesearch ko pa rin sa internet. So,
Yes.
isipin mo kung tatsulok yun.
Mm.
Pero sexiest for me would be, one of the sexiest would be Lara Croft. Regardless kung ano yung regeneration.
Paano ngayon yung nagbago na yung design niya? Less sexy na siya ngayon. Okay pa rin?
Less yung boobs, no?
Mm.
Depende sa damit kasi. Pero I think okay pa naman kasi I'm not much of a boob guy.
Oh. Last na lang, message sa G3 people.
Maraming salamat G3 for inviting me sa Kasi boys, pasensya na babawi ako.
Feeling guest ng pulo.
Enjoy kayo, babawi ako. Love you all.
Puling.
Parang Parang, ano ba tawag doon? Crash interview na, no? Pero syempre, Notch had to put in a say on that. Kasi, kaya ko siningit yun dahil I will now talk to you guys about the evolution of some characters and I would like, gusto ko makita yung mga initial reactions yun on it. So I'll just put it down here and I will present yung sinabi ni Chino, si Lara Croft daw.
Lara Croft.
Yeah.
Wait, who's that short one? That's a very short.
Oh, that's the that's
younger.
Tomb Raider 3 na Lara Croft.
Younger Lara.
Was she a kid there? I never played Tomb Raider kasi. But...
Oh yeah, she was in 3, I think. Yeah. Back in her early years.
The
Nakapintilos
one in
pa
the
siya.
center with the bodysuit is very interesting.
I think that's the PS2 na.
Until what year is this, Mike? Like, yung pinakadulo sa right side?
So yung pinaka-right is the
Isn't that the reboot Lara Croft? Or
No, reboot Lara is the
it's different,
one.
right?
Yeah, reboot
Is
Lara
it
is
reboot
ano,
Lara
summer.
like,
Is this like
This is
Lara
the
yung Warrior
from
of
the
Light?
right?
the
Yeah,
one on the
from
far
the
right is the 2013 video game na ni ano ba to? If I remember, this is nakuha nila for Square Enix.
Was that like Warrior of Light
2013
thing
to.
or not the thing?
Pinaka-right.
No. Like Crystal Dynamics
Why,
na.
Crystal Dynamics,
What's
sorry.
wrong with her fucking hips?
Lumiit, no? Like she's
No,
malnourished
it's
this shit.
just weird.
Oh no, I think
Like,
that's just the modeling. I think it's something
Yeah.
went wrong with the modeling talaga.
Pero kung papansinin mo, 'di ba? I mean, yung chest size niya is a bit parang paliit ng paliit over the years. Tapos yung parang yung legs niya parang naging ganun pa rin, hindi pa rin nagbago yung legs except for the one on the far right, the one with the reboot. Parang naging parang straight na lang yung legs niya unlike dun sa earlier days na may medyo muscle pa ng konti.
Like the reboot Laura is weird for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Laura.
Laura.
It's just like a far stretch compared to her original personality. The personality like talaga like combines the designs for me. Like when you see her,
Yeah.
the game, the reboot, it's fine, but it's just kind of weird how they put Lara in some weird situations.
Yeah.
Where, like
para sa mga
original-
malas lagi.
like,
Every intro, she gets injured. In every single intro in the reboot games. She gets like impaled. She gets like, I don't know what happens to it. Like, got a lot of tetanus already in that body.
Like, and aside from
dangerous
that,
stuff.
right? Like, compared to the original Lara, right? The original Lara was sassy and confident. This one, like, I don't know why they try to make it more realistic when they still have fucking dinosaurs running around. like, they made her to I must save the village, and then while killing the poachers or whatever she's fighting against. Like, like it's such a weird turn off for me. Like the design is fine, but the way she just carries
The
herself,
character is, yeah.
yeah. Like
Would you
the
say
for me
that
the
change of attitude affected the sexiness of the character?
oh yes, definitely. Kasi like her model isn't too much like say
Okay.
parang you're supposed to be ano like I get that they're supposed to be showing her na ano na like this is her start. Pero uh it ano like it breaks your immersion na you're supposed to be this a newbie and then suddenly you're just mowing down poachers. Like imagine you're just you're a frail person, right? And then suddenly you're doing uncharted shit.
Mm.
That's the reboot na Laura.
Wait, hindi ba justified yung skills niya? Like, was it never established that she had those skills even before the game started?
Sa reboot no, I don't think so. I think she was still starting out
Okay.
her career. Sa
Alright.
sa original even in Tomb Raider 3, she was already trained, right? She has her mentor in Tomb Raider 3. That's why she can do all those things na agad. As
But
for
you know who's sexy? Who knows sexy in the reboots? Jonah. The friend, dude.
the
The only
friend.
friend that didn't die.
Wait, all of her friends died? I'm just
the
surprised she had
reboot,
friends.
yung first reboot game which was situated in Japan,
Surprised she had friends.
almost everyone died. Like, and then like Jonah was in the 3 games. Siya lang yung nandun.
What
Like,
does he do?
Tomb Raider,
I don't know who this
Shadow of the
Jonah
Tomb
person is.
Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. He's been in all 3 games. He's
Like,
like
I
the
don't-
ultimate
Yeah, but
tropa.
what does he do for like Lara?
He's just
Like anong
NPC man.
function niya?
He's just an NPC. Yeah. He's
So,
like help
he's
score,
not like
you
he's
know?
not a tech guy. And ayun nga, so
No.
like what's his role? Or is he IT? I don't know. What's the usual sidekick role?
Backup guy,
Uh,
sidekick, ano ba?
Yeah.
No, he's not even a sidekick. He's just there. You know, like,
He's just-
oh yeah, I'm in for the
dude.
ride.
Because like,
Yeah, like-
I'll
in
go with you to the
Uncharted,
Himalayas. Go.
Yeah, like in Uncharted, Sully had a specific purpose. Like he was the guy flying the plane and shit like that. So
Throwing
Nah,
inside
it's just there.
comments.
Oo.
uh,
He's just there. You have a
Okay.
specific. You have a specific taste, Stan.
Okay.
I prefer the original Laura. Like for me, the peak design is the PS2 one. The one in the middle, right next to the bodysuit.
yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Now, like of all the character models, this is the one that I find the most. Not just aesthetically appealing, like it just seems the cleanest render.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because this is
out
like
of
the
every
Lara
last-
Croft I remember. Yeah, it's the Lara Croft I remember from the magazines and the. I never played the game. I think I was turned off by the PS1 graphics of Tomb Raider.
Oh
Can't
yeah.
blame
I
you.
never
I
picked up
can
the
I
franchise,
can
yeah.
understand. You were lied to when you saw those magazines.
Yeah, you were lied to. I mean, for lack of a better term. Sige, real quick. Guys, yung evolution ngayon ni Lara Croft from the one on the far left, as people are seeing on the screen, to the
Yeah.
far right, is it a yes or no? That's definitely a no for me. Trickster, how about you?
I think it's a no.
Sige,
She may,
Jazz.
yeah,
Ay, sorry.
like yeah, she may have been. I think they went too far with toning her down.
They trimmed her down. Talagang literally. Sige.
Does anyone even remember the movie?
Oh yeah, I do.
Do
Parts
people
of it, I
remember
remember.
the-
Wait, the
no.
Angelina Jolie one?
Wait,
No, the
yeah,
new
the
one.
Angelina
The
Jolie
new one? No, I haven't watched
No.
the new one.
Oh, no,
I did.
I didn't watch it.
No one. I don't know anyone who fucking watched the movie at all.
did.
When it came out,
Mike
out,
did.
no one made comments.
Yeah.
Not the Angelina Jolie one, the new one.
Yung new one, hindi ko napanood sa movies. But
Was it
it's an
Alicia
offer.
Vikander?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that was her. That was her only notable role. She never got anything
Yeah, I
else.
did.
Must
It
be
didn't
the-
seem appealing for me because, like, I watched the Angelina Jolie ones, parts of it at least. But if we're talking about the video game design here, I think it peaked nga, then the one we pointed out, me and Victor. the one
In
beside
the
the
middle.
bodysuit,
Oo.
because like she just started looking like a regular person. And I don't know. I mean, sexiness aside, when I'm playing video games, I want my character to be larger than life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wanna, because I'm a regular person. So when I play video games, I don't want to play a regular person because like it's not escapist enough for me. So I want like someone who looks like a fucking hero. So for me, like that, my favorite. So if they stop there and they just kept that design, that would be great. But now, like, no, the far right, even the ones that are coming out, like in modern Tomb Raider games, like Lara Croft just looks like another, random
I
person
think that's
on
the
the street.
remaster.
But,
Like, what does she look like in the
hmm,
remaster? Hold on, let me check real quick. Oh no, it's a lot closer to the middle. I
Okay.
think. Yeah, yeah.
hmm.
Yeah. Let's go back. Tapos I'll close this particular picture and then give you guys another picture.
Yeah?
And let me see if you like the evolution naman.
Pulling.
Ni Chino. Boses
Hindi,
ni
hindi
Chino
Chino, hindi
narinig ko
Chino.
eh.
Sino?
No, 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 no. Ito, evolution
Evolution is
naman.
sino ba?
Ito,
Ah,
evolution ni Kami.
Really, you added
Ah,
in the
Alright.
Pandora version? What the fuck? Why
well,
would you
that's the
like?
picture I had. That's the picture I had. So,
Okay.
well, ako na kagad. Definitely,
Go for it.
it's a no for me. Kasi I still like the parang
Evolution.
the
yung
One
manipis
Piece
na
suit.
outfit in one piece suit na kasi it gives her the freedom to execute her moves and all that, and that obviously nakikita yung kapal nung binti niya.
Weh.
Ah,
Sure?
kala.
Are you
Kapal,
sure?
Kala ko kung
kapal
ano
ba
yung
talaga ng
makapal na
binti,
tinitingnan mo.
Mike? Ha?
Hmm.
Okay,
Binti
okay,
kita mo.
okay, well, okay. Well, we believe you. You don't have to like,
Hmm.
uh, you don't have to explain. All right, we believe you.
Tingnan nga. Dahil dyan, alternate to you, yes or no for Kami?
Well, I mean, again, I love high definition graphics. I'm a young guy. I love like all I don't know how many bits and pixels there are. Some modern Kami, but yeah, I mean we're moving forward. I'm going yes.
Okay. Rene.
I prefer the classic outfit. Aside from the obvious reasons, I'd like that it's a uniform of Bison's people. So again, like
Oo.
same thing with my reasoning behind the Lara Croft thing. The far right from the recent game, she just looks like a regular person, a person that
A
can kick your
street
ass.
fighter,
Yes.
John. Someone who
Yeah.
fights
Oh
on the
yeah.
streets.
Yeah. But unlike in one just beside that, yung second to the right.
Second to the
Like, look,
last. Yeah.
like if you're not familiar with the Street Fighter lore, you see this character, you immediately wonder, like, is she a soldier? Why is she wearing that? Who is she? So it just makes it more interesting. The fucking purple one, I, I would kill it with fire, but
Oh no,
everything else,
that's not an actual design of hers. That's just a mode that
That's a skin.
everyone.
Yeah.
Cheat.
No, no, not even a
uh,
skin.
Skin.
It's basically X
Ah, okay.
Factor. Ng ano. It's basically
Ah.
yeah.
something
But
everyone has access to.
yeah, so basically,
The fuck?
I'm up for the green uniform, the modern one, like fucking. Uh, I
So
see
it's the
people with that
outfit,
at the gym
no,
every day.
not the this.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah, yeah.
outfit. Yeah.
Because like if we're talking like graphics wise, my favorite would be what is it? One, three, the third one, because it just looks like super anime and it's really cool. But generally, it's the outfit for me. Like I prefer the old one over like random gym Karen over there.
Jim.
Okay. Okay. Sige. Trickster.
I'd say it's fine. At least for me. Like since like basic since Cammy is basically just chilling now. I don't. She doesn't have to put on the uniform anymore. Like lore wise, by the way. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just for like all of her designs are pretty good. Like this is just her third official outfit. I the only thing I don't really like for Cammy is how huge her forehead is. That's my only complaint. Like it's so wide
That's
compared to
why
her.
that's why she kept wearing the beret for several years.
No. Even without the beret in her other designs, she had a
Hmm.
normal fucking head. Like compare her to her alpha outfit, right? The
Hmm.
second one to the left, right? You know, like you can see she still has a somewhat of a small forehead right there. And then came
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 Cammy, and it's like they stretched out her face.
Well,
Yeah,
people
like
get older, tricks, and then syempre
It's
nagkaka-hairline tayo. So it's canonical daw.
it's yeah, it's the stress. It's the stress of
It's
constantly
the
fighting.
stress.
yeah, but well then again,
And
this
when you
is like
constantly
years
wear
after.
hats, di ba? If you constantly wear caps
Yeah.
and hats, tumataas talaga yung hairline mo.
Mm.
So, di ba,
Eventually.
like, pag
Plus,
years and years of wearing that beret, yan, tumaas yun yung hairline niya.
yeah.
Gumawa ng sarili mo.
Imagine na
Head canon.
yeah, imagine na yeah, ang boss pa niya is fucking M Bison. So that's fucking stressful as shit.
Okay.
One other thing is the third one to the left, like it's great, but man, if you see the other designs in that style, it's fucking weird. Like I do not like the udon designs for Street Fighter 2. Even with Chun Li, it's a bit weird. Like, have you seen a buff Dalsim? That shit was weird. Like aside from that, for
Isn't
me,
he
it's
like
fine.
isn't he like usually portrayed as buff? Ano lang, like skinny buff, like he's pretty lean. But he's
No, but
always
this
been
time he has
lean
muscular,
buff,
fucking
you know?
meat. Yes, meat on him. Like weird. It's
Mm.
it's like ugh. It's like a walking chicken nugget. That's udon dancing.
Of all descriptions, Trickster, na-visualize kong bigla yung ano niya doon. Sige. We're done with Kami.
Uli.
Ngayon, ang tunod dito, ito mabilis na lang to, pero kailangan palitan ko yung layout ng video natin eh. Kasi, oo, kasi this one, ito naman yung evolution ni Kitana.
Ni Quintana. Oh, okay.
Kitana.
Kitana.
Ano bang evolution ni Quintana? So, nag-umpisa siya ng Miyaki.
Monkey Man, naging ano,
Ano, mongoloid ka ba o ano?
Mongoloid pa ako noon. Iba pa language ko noon.
Caucasoid.
Homo erection.
Wisit.
That's great. That's great.
Sige, ako na para kasi hindi naman ako familiar sa paano nag-evolve si Kitana through the series of Mortal Kombat episodes, pero judging from this picture, para siyang naging ewan ko, parang patas siya, tas kasi may mga mask and all. Tapos pag tinignan mo yun na doon sa yung sa far left, parang rectang suit lang siya, ready for war. This one is Mortal Kombat 2. To the one on the far right,
Yeah,
which is yung Mortal
her
Kombat.
first appearance is in Mortal Kombat 2.
And then yung Mortal Kombat 1 niya, para sa yung itsura niya dito, yung mukha niya siya naka-cosplay.
And that's putting it lightly, I guess. It's the cheekbones. The cheekbones really bother me, like specifically for her. I don't know what about it talaga.
Ito when we see characters, right? Like we see a very specific face, right? Like parang same ang face niya throughout the years, right? Like, nakita natin kanina doon kay Cammy. You can see like that face like parang consistent. Ito kasi hindi siya
like
consistent.
regardless of the outfit.
Diba? Regardless of the outfit, same face. Ito kasi different outfits and then different designs din yung mukha. Diba?
That's the problem actually with Mortal
If you look
Kombat.
at every face, like hindi lang ibang mukha, like it's a totally different race for each incarnation.
Like she became fucking Asian. I guess it's because it's a new timeline or some shit. NetherRealm came up with. That's been a problem with Mortal Kombat for years now. The designs are always not consistent. Not to mention their moveset.
Yeah.
The only consistent thing is their one move that they're known for, which is
Your
which is
fatality.
her fans. No, no, no. Well, no. Aside
Fans.
from that,
Okay.
her fans. Yeah,
Hmm.
like how do you know Scorpion? His fatality and his spear when it's really just a kunai. Because fucking Western bastards
Yeah.
can't understand what a kunai is.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah. Well,
design,
true.
like the design for me starts at Mortal Kombat Gold because that's actually her ano na, where they started actually designing characters and not relying on real actors. So
Yeah, and it was just a
seeing
bunch
that,
of palette swaps, diba? Like
oh
for
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
they
first
just
one, Mortal
recolored
Kombat
them,
2. Yeah.
in different poses, and then you have this right. I think her designs are pretty consistent until Mortal Kombat 10 ish. Yeah.
Hmm.
See, after that, she started like nagiba na yung consistency. Like from 2 to MK9, she's still sexy. Like when she's showing a lot of skin, and then Mortal Kombat X came, and she's a lot more Persian. I can't tell. And then they made her Chinese for
Yeah,
some
They
reason
made
in
her
Mortal Kombat 11.
Asian, and then they made her,
Even more
sti-
Asian.
even more Asian.
Like think about it. Like you say, like Sindel looks obviously looks white, and then her daughters are Asian. The old man is obviously white too. How did she
Oh,
get?
Sindel in certain games looks Asian. She just happens to have white hair.
Oh no, I mean in terms
So
of sa Mortal Kombat 11, it's super weird.
yeah,
It's super weird. And then you have this. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
for me, I guess yes, it's so hard to tell. Like the only like I like the costumes, but the only ones I go for no is for the faces because there's no consistency.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
Same
Say
thing with
Rene,
me.
yes
Like
or no? Okay.
no, it's again like the costumes I'm fine with because like the costumes are outlandish to begin with, so they can do whatever they
Yeah.
want with that. But again, she doesn't look like the same person in almost every game. It's like a different person. And so what I do, like, because you guys know I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat. Like, in my mind, I just retain that it's the one from the movie, Talisa Soto. So that for me,
Oh
that's
yeah.
Kitana. Like these are cosplayers.
You you know the
I,
funny
I
part?
actually prefer her. I prefer her with a mask because at least you don't get to be
You
distracted
don't
by the
see the
face,
high
the
cheekbones.
different face. Yeah,
The
yeah.
thing is, who's been always consistent throughout,
Shao
after the
Kahn.
actor. No, no, like after the
Goro.
nah, nah. And then
Hmm.
after the real life actor bit, the only one
Cole
who's been
Young.
super consistent is Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny Cage is
In
like
all
you
of
get
his
a douchey
appearances.
white guy and you have a
Yeah,
Johnny
yeah,
Cage.
it's like straight white man. Yeah.
Hmm.
And tama naman kayo dun. Kaya, so, medyo off si Rene din ikaw, Jazz. Yes or no na lang.
No,
Para,
no.
okay.
The inconsistency talaga is, in video
Yeah.
games,
Hmm.
Like even the
Okay.
transition to 3D.
I mean, she's sexy,
The
but it's
first,
just really inconsistent.
yeah,
Mm.
the first 3D game was terrible.
I have not seen it, pero I'll definitely check that out. Sige, finally, and of course, towards the mahaba pa rin pala yung show, no? We're already past the 2-hour mark. Hindi ko man lang napansin na umabot
Yeah,
tayo dun. So, dahil dyan, I
nangyari
will
sa.
now come up with no. Well, sige, you're not wrong. Pero sige, let's go with Rene's favorite character naman to end the ano. Rene, ito yung
Favorite
evolution
character.
ni
Oh dear.
April.
Oh. Fuck.
You have to put it in there. All right. All right. Please don't say anything that will get us canceled. Okay?
I will.
Just a that's gonna be a hard disclaimer.
That's
You
not
guys.
even all the
Hmm.
April shit too.
Yeah, that's not even all the Aprils.
Yeah.
I
But
think
again,
I
Okay,
I'll go
okay.
first.
Who's going
It's a-
first?
I want to go
Sige ako
first because I
Okay, go ahead, go
suspended
ahead, go
this.
ahead.
Like, listen, if we talk about sexiness, obviously, my favorite doesn't apply because she's a kid. But if we're going aesthetically, definitely it's the first April O'Neil for me. Like, she just progressively gets less and less attractive. I don't know why, but I guess those are creative decisions on their part. But if you're a Turtles fan, I like me as a Turtles fan, my favorite April O'Neil, favorite iteration, is that kid because she's also a teenager, so
She's
it makes
sassy.
sense for her to be. Yeah. Plus, it also makes sense for her to be friends with four teenagers who just happen to be turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Actually that 2012 Turtles show is my favorite iteration of the Turtles. So if you, I'm highly recommending it to everyone. Like if you have a chance to watch it, that's
I,
like
I,
storytelling wise, like fucking great. The graphics, the fight scenes are incredible. This version of April and their version of Casey Jones is like idea because Casey's also a young man, also a teenager who just likes hockey. But yeah, so
okay.
sex.
I'm
Oh, so
gonna
for me, like my answer is sexiness, definitely attractiveness, the first April O'Neil, but character, quality character, it's going to be the kid from the 2012 show.
Which one is Sir in this picture? I'm sorry. While you were talking, I had
The
to
third
sort
one.
that out.
Yeah, the one
The
with the
third.
headband.
The third one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sige.
She's the
God, there's
best
only
written April O'Neil I've seen. Even in the comic books, you can't compare. So
Sige.
that's my answer.
you never mentioned
Huli natin,
the
huli natin si
latest
Trickster.
iteration.
I'm excited for Trickster.
Sige.
I don't want to. I want you to mention it.
Trickster, we'll save the best for last. So ako, mabilis lang ako. Si April O'Neil, yung OG na April O'Neil. Kasi, bini mo, you are, kasi turtles, mutated turtles na naging ninja, tapos, yung mga characters mo are a bit different from the usual. So, seeing a thorn a rose among the thorns in the form of April O'Neil, in this case, is a yes for me. So, yeah.
Yeah. Plus that yellow
Sige.
jumpsuit is like
Yeah, the yellow jumpsuit. Sige. Jazz.
Oh. Actually, same with Rene, that the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah. I have to add one more. Megan Fox.
Okay.
Oh God, I forgot about her.
Megan Fox April,
I mean-
dude. You forgot one. She's not animated.
I mean,
but
she's hot.
she's hot, right?
She's hot, but
She's all the
yeah.
definitions of sexy. So yeah,
By
I have to
default,
add her
yeah.
there. By default, because she's the only. I don't know. Is she the only live action April O'Neil?
Wait,
No,
there
no,
wa-
no, no.
wait,
There was
no, no,
one
no,
in
no.
the
There
original
was
movie
the 80s
from
one.
the early
The 80s
90s.
one, yeah.
Oh,
89,
yeah.
89.
Late 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, but then, yeah.
Fucking
Megan Fox
1989 was
and
a
the
great year,
teenage.
man. Like first Turtles, first Batman.
Yeah.
So
No, no, no,
I
Megan
don't
Fox
think
is your sexy April pick.
Yeah, Megan Fox.
Okay. Now,
I don't
finally,
remember what she did, like in the two movies.
She was a reporter.
she was just
Yeah, but
she was just
She
being
is a
I remember
reporter
seeing
there
her. I don't
with-
remember
seeing her, but she doesn't like. Yeah, it was weird.
She
And then
doesn't do
yung partner niya din, right?
Yeah.
sige. Finally, Trickster, what's your take?
Wait, you've said your piece, na?
Yeah, already done
Yeah,
na. We're
all
saving
of
the
us.
sabi ko, ikaw na lang hinihintay namin.
Okay. Like yeah, the first Aprils are fine. Like personally, yeah, my favorite is the 2003 version. She's a lot more closer to the original version of April, where she was a scientist, an assistant scientist originally, and not a reporter. Like yeah, the yellow jumpsuit is iconic, but I really prefer the April in 2003. She also meshes well with the Casey there. Like he's just a fucking bum who just decided to do crime fighting for a living, and and decides to better himself after that. Uh, not much. Not much, not much opinion on the 2012 April since we didn't have Nickelodeon here after we moved. Sadly enough, like I was hoping we would have
Watch it though.
Nickelodeon here. Oh yeah, I will
I
watch
think
it.
you would love it. As an anime fan, I think you would love it.
Kasi I've seen clips of it. I like her chemistry with the turtles. Since she is a teenager. The only thing that weirded me out is like they tried to push some kind of weird romance with was it Donatello, I think?
Donnie, yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't
he
a
has a
romance.
crush.
Like Donnie had a
He
crush
has a
on her.
weird crush. Yeah, he has a weird crush. But that's that's normal for teenagers naman. Like
Yes.
when they
Yeah.
meet their first girl. The
But
fourth
a little side
April.
note: that little crush thing actually made way for a really good dynamic between Donatello and Casey Jones. And there was
Oh yeah.
one
Usually it's
episode when
Raph and
they were
Casey,
forced
diba?
to team up. Yeah, yeah. Casey
So
got along with
Donnie.
all four of them in different ways.
Yeah. So Donnie and Casey having a connection with is an interesting dynamic.
Mm.
The fourth April, is that the fourth? I think yeah. It's the fourth April. I don't have strong feelings about it. Like yeah, she's still a kid. She's still a sassy teenager about it, and it's fine, I guess. I haven't seen much, but the turtles though, like damn, fucking Raph was a tank and Donnie had a huge oblong head. Like
Well,
wow,
was that like Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah,
movie?
yeah,
Rise of
yeah,
Yeah, the
right.
Rise.
The,
Right? And they have
it was the turtles war.
superpowers, dude.
Yeah, that's
They
weird.
They
did.
got
I didn't watch. I didn't watch
superpowers.
that. I didn't watch that. I didn't
It
like the
was
design. I
awesome.
thought it was based. It seemed like it was based on the Michael Bay Turtles. That sort
Was
of
it?
like it's a little
Kasi
close
ano
to
eh,
this. No, I mean
No,
loosely based, I guess. Design wise,
kasi
probably.
in this run, Raph was the leader. Like they were pushing Raph
Oh,
super
fuck
hard.
that!
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
that!
weird.
That's disrespectful.
How for the how for
but
the
it's a fresh
latest
new
April.
take because seeing the
Yeah.
turtles with like superpowers was awesome. Like Leonardo can teleport to wherever his katana is,
Yeah, that was
and then
weird.
like
Okay.
Donatello can like project like Green Lantern project some like tech out of
Ah,
out of him,
It's
and
like like
then it was
remember
super
fast
agree.
forward 2003, like they went to the future.
Yeah.
Like that was normal compared to what they did in Rise. Like at
yeah.
least there they just had beam like the fucking holographic weapons instead. Here they have powers. Like what the fuck? Okay,
It's
well we're
messed
talking
up.
about the turtles instead of April. Like what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Pwede naman.
So
We will ano.
the previous April is fine. Like design wise, it's still light. She's still a teenager. The one that really grinds my gears is the recent April depiction. Because wow, ano eh, like
Wait, which one?
uh, the one kanina, the one with the picture. It's not here. This is like the Rise April. Uh,
Oh,
Mm.
The-
Wait.
what movie was it called? What is it just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or just so basically
Monster
that
Mayhem.
one. Oh really? Is it? It's called Monster Mayhem. Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay,
Teenage
so
Mutant
here
Ninja
she's
Turtles,
back.
Monster
She's
Mayhem.
back as a reporter here, right? It's just a
A
far
vlogger.
cry of what? She's a vlogger?
She's like an online journalist. I mean, based on what I read, because I never watched the movie.
yung dugo ni Trixie
Ang la-
umangat nung sinabi ni Riri.
Ang layo ah. I guess it's
Eh.
journalistic. It works since the fucking Kotaku bastards. Okay, so this design. I know they did this design because they tried to push the whole April O'Neil was black thing, but in reality, that was a lie. It was just because of the lighting. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just bothered why they made her so frumpy. You can raise swap her, sure. Like it worked with the Rise April, yeah. But why did you make her look so dumpy? I don't know what I don't know what rep used. Like it's just
I
she
think
looks
it's a Gen Z, Gen Alpha thing. Because that's that. I can't
Oh,
speak much about that
like
trend
no, like
of
even
that
with their own
generation.
fashion, right? They have their own fashion. But why did they make her so wide? Like if you saw the concept art, it was even worse. I posted it at the group
Oh,
chat.
really?
Yeah, I
Ah,
posted it at the group chat. It looks even worse. This looks like Lenny Loose Jock shit. Like this is the
mm,
final product. If you looked at the concept art, it was a lot worse, and the designer was proud of it and of how it turned out. Like, I just don't know how you could get for from the old April, right? The 80s
um,
April, and then to this. You could argue with the original comics, right? But even then, she was still
yeah.
somewhat stylish. Here, you just made her look fat. That's it. Why did you make her so
It's
dumpy? And she looks
I guess
dirty. The
I guess I
fuck?
didn't see the movie, so I don't know if the character was just like a generally low
Same. I
effort
haven't seen the
person.
movie.
I just
Yeah.
saw the trailer.
I
Like
got turned off
that.
by the trailer. I found the animation a little like too weird for me.
Weren't they
Yeah.
emulating Spider-Man into the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Spider-Verse with the
Spider
animation?
Verse,
Yeah.
yeah. Yung
Like,
parang
like,
mixed
they,
media na ano,
like they're
animation.
trying so hard to emulate it now ever since that became a success. Like they don't realize that
Mm.
that's not the point. That's not the point of why
Yeah,
it became such a success. But back
like
to the design.
the that yeah, the animation style fit the character or at least the story. Pero
Like,
just to do a specific style for no reason,
like
I
you
don't
could
know. So
say that you should watch it before you judge it, but the point of the trailer is to lure me into the movie if I
yeah,
want to watch it. If I see this, like why? Like, it just makes me question why instead. Like you can like ignoring the turtles being Gen Z bastards. Yeah, and then Master Splinter is now some kind of weird uh
he's Jackie Chan.
step
Yeah.
that I don't. Yeah, that's one other thing with Splinter. I don't know. I
Mm.
don't know why what they did that with Splinter. I only saw snippets of it. It's just weird.
Yeah. But yeah,
For
Splinter was
bigyan
April,
kita rin.
also
Ayun.
yeah.
Sorry, Tricks.
yeah, I'm. What's with
Splinter
Twitter?
also seemed lazy.
Yeah, like,
Huh?
it's not how we remember Splinter. It's like they're trying so hard to make to make a new iteration
Everything
for it that
different. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
everything different. That's not the April we know. Like,
Mm.
yeah, you could always go for that, but it's super different na eh. They're still turtles, but they don't act like how we knew about it. We can say that because these are these are made for people who know the IP and want
Mm.
new people to get into the IP. So what's wrong? And then all
It's
these,
just you know,
like I don't know.
it's just a pile of reasons not to watch the movie. Like for me, because like everyone like because I voiced my dislike about the April O'Neil design, but it's not just that. I
It's
didn't
not
like the
just that.
animation. I didn't like how Splinter's portrayed. I personally like storyline wise, personal preference. I don't like that there's no Shredder in it because I like I
That's
like
the
the Foot Clan.
biggest
It's
thing,
a perfect yeah.
like,
So it wasn't. So
the,
oh hey Mike.
the conflict is just oh, we're trying to fit in because we're mutants, and then there's mutant goo happening. The way, eh.
Hmm.
For the no, it's just the design is just too much for me. It's like too removed from the origin. Even in the comics, you can ignore the 80s version of April. But how did we get from
Yeah,
Rise April to Dumpy April in the movie? Like that's such a weird jump, you know?
yeah. Plus, I like the 2012 April from Nickelodeon because she eventually got trained to be a ninja.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't see
yeah, yeah.
that
That
with
was a
any
thing.
of I don't see that with any of the other Aprils. So I think that
She even
also
got her own
adds to her being
jumpsuit, like bodysuit.
yeah.
And ang ganda nung ano na yun kasi there are things na I don't know na I'm now interested with the way how these guys explained it. Yung past 2000s na yun na TMNT, I'd go check that out in different forms, of course. Pero
Mm.
syempre we actually now are running we ran out of time, guys. It's as much as we'd like to stay and talk the entire night. Mag-aalas 12 na rin, and I'm sure you guys na rin are tired from the entire day. Kasi we can talk about this all day.
Ah,
We can talk about this one day in, day out. Pero syempre we don't want to tire everyone out. Um, Final thoughts na lang from our panel. Let's go start with Rene, and of course he will be promoting his stuff and upcoming stuff then.
okay. Final thoughts about sexiness in pop culture. Like it's not. Um, I don't like how a lot of the online discourse about sexiness in pop culture is always like they always remove nuance. But I guess it's because it's Twitter, so ilang characters lang yung pwede. So, but there's always layers to it. Like if certain people don't like how a certain character is designed, it's not just because we're addicted to porn, as many people. That's a popular reply, like the
Oh
porn
yeah.
brain. It's just that like my specific point is always that whether it's a male or a female, I need them to be larger than life because movies, video games, books, comic books, any form of pop culture for me is an escape. And I don't want to see regular people. Um, I don't care about the attractiveness level, but they have to seem like a larger than life person. Like they have to seem like someone I'd be interested in watching. For like if it's a TV show, they have to make me interested in seeing them once a week. It's that, and the thing is, like sexiness also adds to that because again, attractive people. There's a reason why they're attractive because not a lot of people look like that. They're a small percentage. So again, it adds to the allure of seeing these characters. So for me, like I don't like the recent trend of downplaying sexiness. The thing is, like what I like the most is that there's options. You could always like, well, if I see a character designed poorly, I'll just simply not watch, or simply not play the game, or simply not pick up the book, and I'll go elsewhere where I could like have all of my preferences met. Uh, my main point, I guess, is that there is like a movement na yeah, everyone is beautiful, body positivity, all of that is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my preference. I prefer like old media. The thing is, like a lot of people fail to realize is that both worlds can exist. So if you prefer one thing, watch that and not attack the other thing, and vice
Ayun.
versa. Kasi there's enough media to go around to satisfy everyone. So learn what you want and just fucking watch and let other people live the way they want to live. So with that, I'm not a big fan of telling people what to do, but please follow me on most social media platforms at Rene Kuzarhar. Like I mentioned last week, I am mounting a comeback stand-up comedy show after 4 long years. So tentative date is September 6th. Just watch out on my page for more details. It's upcoming. I just shot a bunch of photos for the poster. It looks great, if I do say so
Ah,
myself.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, yun lang. Thanks and stay sexy, everyone.
Yan. Thank you, Rene. Sige, let's go give it to General Tuna then.
Ayun. So yeah, being one of the sexiest members of G3 myself, I can
I would love
relate
to hear your
sa
ranking
topic.
since one of the sexiest. I want to see who's your bottom.
Siyempre, Rene, me, then everyone else.
Yeah.
Bahala na sila mag-away-away
Same,
sa third place.
same answer. Same answer.
Alright, so yun. Yeah, like I said before, sexiness in each and everyone's point of view is a very subjective thing. So we all have our preferences, we all have our standards. Nasabi na again, sabi nga rin din rin I'm not, I'm Like, I'm not the person who tells you what to do, di ba? Kasi sino ba naman kami, di ba? G3 lang. I think after this episode, nabigyan natin si Mike ng material later.
Google,
Diba?
yeah.
Yun, I think this episode is mainly to iba pang types of sexy stuff, right? So, yeah.
Called research.
Follow me on my all my social media accounts at General Tuna 19. Ayan. I don't know if I'll be streaming tonight. I don't know if maglalaro pa ng Civ tong mga kaibigan ko tonight. I'm getting a thumbs up from both of them. I think we are. So yeah. So again, see you guys at PGDX. Stanley, I know you're there. Kita-kits tayo sa Friday. And yeah, moving on. Yun lang sa akin.
Thank you, General. And Trickster, you're on.
Don't bully a dev to the point he would rage quit the industry regarding this is regarding Shenran Kagura. Like come on, like the man's motto was tits are life, ass is hometown. It's the words he lived by regarding how how he designed his characters. And then you go on to just decide to change his policy. Different strokes for different people, you know. If there's something that bothers you, just don't engage with it. Like practice, like you don't have to force the change on what you don't like. You're not even gonna buy it, so why even bother, you know, regarding Stellar Blade or whatever else, you know. If I don't know, like I can't think of what to say regarding this issue. Like, I've been put on the spot. But honestly, there's nothing wrong with being sexy. And if Baldur's Gate is anything, Baldur's Gate 3 is anything, you're more of a degenerate than me. If you since I've seen what makes you cheer. As Rick would say, I've seen what makes you cheer. Your boobs mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. You want bare degeneracy, and yet I'm the one who's bad for liking ass, tits and ass. That doesn't seem fair, right? like, like, come on, like it feels like people are projecting when it comes to things like this. Like, I like this thing, you don't. That's fine. Let bygones be bygones. But you know, if you're still gonna push it, well, that's on you. Just remember, glass houses and all that. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do since new time slot. This is usually my time slot when it comes to streams. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow, but I am thinking of a solution regarding this. Maybe I'll switch to Friday and then Sunday, but maybe come August I'll think up of something. That's it for now.
Yan. Thank you, Trickster. And just so people know, you can find Trickster here at the at G3, whether if it's on YouTube or Twitch. Yan. Sa akin, meron ako kasi nasa the standards na that goes way back during my teenage years, diba? And up to this day, parang may mga naibit-bit ako from those standards. And basically my take is, I did this. I took the job of hosting this episode kasi if it wala naman talaga kasing masama doon sa pagiging sexy. I mean, people know me. I mean, I appreciate beauty in all shapes and sizes. Hindi ko na i-deny yun. That's something na I'm not ashamed of. And hindi ako mahihiya na sabihin na gusto ko nung ganitong itsura ng babae, that's my preference, that's my standard, and all of you na magko-contest doon will have to respect my opinion on that. Kasi it's me. Hindi naman I'm not you guys eh. Kung ibang preference niyo, sige, fine. Pero I want things sexy and I will stick with it. And definitely until I grow old. Uh you can check my socials at one single handle is at Captain Mike PH. And Rene, may sinasabi ka?
And then, like when you said there's nothing wrong with being sexy, I thought ang kasunod nun is like I thought your full statement was going to be there's nothing wrong with being sexy. I do it every day.
Damn, that's a line.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
But I cannot carry on that particular line ng ano doon. Syempre, thank you sa lahat na nanonood, to the wonderful 2 people of you who are watching our streams. Una umabot ng 3 hours na, hindi ko talaga napansin na 3 hours na talaga tayo.
Mm.
On behalf of Rene Cruz Jr., Trickster, and General Tuna, this is your Captain Mike signing out, leaving you guys with a quote by Emma Watson. My idea of sexy is less is more. The less you reveal, the more people can wonder.
That's a lie.
Quote nga. Iniwan ko yung quote. Huwag mo na kontrahin.
That's a fucking line. You know?
We'll leave it at that. Catch you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Hell, you couldn't punch to it. Pretty awesome.
That quote only applies to specific lines of clothing. So you're wrong.
Such as
Mankinis. The V bikinis.
yung sa kay Borat.
Yeah.
I like.
Still, that's a hot piece of swimwear, though.
Alright, so I think we're ending the stream, guys. Bago pa lumabas si Mike ng kanyang V bikini. Oh God, he's here.
Okay.
Okay.
See you guys next week.
Banana hammock.